Okay, we should be back now.
The gang is back together. Yes! Start. There it is. There we are.
We are
Okay,
back.
We're back.
Return of the King.
Back in action. Okay.
Holy crap, where are we?
So,
Ooh, also could you change our map view to the world map as well? I only see the.
I could do that, yes.
I only see-
Will you?
Yes, but
For
will
reference,
you?
this is what they've been staring at for the last few minutes. Some of you may recognize this. Some of you may.
Pixels. I love it.
That's my
I
favorite
know those.
movie, Pixels.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that far from home, actually.
Well, that's also why it was fairly easy for you to recall anything about it.
Long way from hell.
Yeah.
honestly.
So, yes, we are back. So the last thing I think we said was one of the turtles, the one in red, in Karya's going like, "You came just at the right time, brah."
I'm glad. Why?
Because this week, well, not just this week, it's the last week of the Summer Waves Festival, man.
What is a festival?
Oh, God.
That there's just like
God.
there's this jolt as the turtles come to a stop, and you are a deceptively heavy person given your heritage, as you are far sturdier than your gangliness belies. As you then sort of pivot with your string beam posture, as you then that sudden arrest of force creates this inertia that then pivots and threatens to throw you forward onto your face into the sand. As you like stumble, catch yourself, and the turtles all just kind of look to each other. Their snap jaw beaks just kind of hanging wide open at your words. It's just they all look at each other and go, "No." And then the other one looks at each other and goes, "No, no, no, dude, no."
Oh, the poor lads of identity crisis. This is so sad.
I'm
What-
sorry. Did I say something wrong? Please don't hit me.
Just they're all looking to. There's this look of utter astonishment, and then the one in orange just kind of comes up and throws one broad turtle arm over your shoulder as he says, "Dude, real on the down low. If you're joshing us, totally not cool. But if you aren't, I understand it. You are now officially one of us. I hope you
Oh.
understand this."
Yeah, that sounds lovely. I've never really been one of anyone. Sure. So, who's Josh?
There's just like there's this he with his other arm he just kind of socks you on the shoulder and goes, "No man, it's figure of speech. It means you're pulling my leg or joking. Have you heard of jokes?"
Oh yeah, I know about jokes. I had a really good one once, and it got me only partially burned.
Oh.
Dude.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up around here. I actually don't really know where I grew up, if I'm being honest. It was cold, and it's really warm here, and so
It's gotta be
that's new.
cold considering how you grew up, brah. Alright. And he's like, "Dudes," as he then just like with like one meaty turtle hand goes with the other one. It just like slaps them together to get their attention. It's not really a clap so much as a thump. As the other ones look around and go, "Dude, body surf, dude." And they all just then in a preternatural synchronicity arrange into a square of 2x2, which is a square of turtles, as you're then bodily hoisted up with your belly facing skyward and the turtles under your back as they then march into town with you atop them, just with a very quick hut 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 hut.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. As Kari will shout to the group.
Ah, gone but not forgotten.
Is Dexter still with us? Or is he still in the group with us right now?
I don't know. Has Dexter been watching all this, or has he gone off on his merry way?
I'd say he would have stayed to watch the chaos.
Excellent.
He's gonna look over at Dexter and he's gonna say, "Should we go after him?"
Maybe to keep an eye on him?
Dexter, there's the little whisper in your ear that says, "There's also great spirits on offer, I think."
Oh my god.
As the turtles say, let's get shit-faced. Come on, live a little.
Alright, fine.
Yes. This mental image of this pair of black hands just fading into the darkness as they rub each other.
The evil hand drop.
Let's get wasted, bros.
Yeah. So, with that, Dexter successfully co-opted into going on a binge drink. Lamusi sounds like he's Dexter's gonna go drink his pain away. Lamusi's gonna drink his pain away. Miara's gonna drink his pain away. Mallory's going to go collect seashells, being the deranged little gremlin that he is, being weirdly wholesome. Actually, yes. And then there's, what do you call it? There's Isaki who just wants some shade.
I can't even, if I even wanted to do anything, I couldn't. I don't have any money.
Yeah. So yeah,
If anything, I guess I'll start looking for like a job place.
Hmm.
When I have fun, I need money.
Isaki's the only one
being
doing something
bored at a vacation
responsible.
location. Wonderful.
I can't have a vacation if I don't have any money.
Well, starts to be you.
Yes, Shawodi says having a lack of money is a loser's excuse.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen.
Yeah.
Just
Damn.
make unintentional friends with the locals and become one of them. See, I don't need any money. I got friends.
Yeah, man. Nights like the rounds are all on them for the night.
Find
Or-
the sugar mama such papa. I mean,
There's-
I have a deity I pledge myself to, so I kind of already have that to a degree. But
Verisol says you can have a vacation without money. It's called stealing.
That's true.
yes,
Roll-
but being
persuasion.
I'm not good at that.
Or
So-
mooching off somebody else's, my uncle does.
Oh, what a wonderful start. Right, so
But yeah,
is Isaki gonna potter around looking for a place to work, or is he going to follow after the disaster train?
Isaki's gonna be the reasonable adult here. And
Boring.
but fucking Isaki's about to become one of the fucking bartenders for a place for tonight.
I'm just gonna get halfway through your bar crawl, and Isaki's gonna be behind the counter.
Peppy's our DD for tonight.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm your designated driver. Yeah.
So, okay, Isaki, with no particular modifier, just roll me a d20.
It's about to click on. I was watching the Twitch stream. Fucking.
Yes, yes.
Ah, nice.
I need to maximize that. Yes. Lovely. Okay. We'll get back to that in a minute.
I hate my life.
And then there's Mallory. I would like you, since you're off on your own, child left unattended.
Oh fuck.
Also roll me a d20 with no particular modifier.
Yeah, really.
Nothing.
Y'all just left this kid.
Y'all left me. No.
And he gets abducted. And
I didn't have a choice. I got abducted. You left the other child on the beach.
It's probably fine.
hey, kid won't survive. I'll let him die.
Okay.
All I gotta say is, you know what? Someone's gonna keep the volcano from exploding, and you know what? Good for them.
Yeah. Actually, for the new ones here, to give some perspective, going from left to right, there's Isaki Shippo, who is a cleric from a not so far away land. To give it perspective, this big continent here is the pseudo-Renaissance European, sort of Gregorian religious continent, where Mallory hails from. And then there's the pseudo-Finnish, Japanese, what do you call it? Peninsula here, where a bunch of weebish elves come from. That's where Isaki's from. He's a cleric from there. Yes.
Exactly.
The priest of a Earth deity. Finnish Japanese, yes.
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah.
Japanish.
It's-
Japan.
Yeah, the Finno Nihongos. Yes, so which has come out basically to being Ainu. Right. He's the cleric of an Earth deity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a mind fuck. It's just you gotta spend a little time thinking about it. It'll eventually make sense. Just mental backflips and all that. Just wiggle. Yes. Anyway, so then there's Miar, who is a monk who used to work in a lighthouse with his brother. Brother may or may not be dead. He's gone on his own little quest looking for things. Mallory, who literally grew up in a dungeon and is 14 and is still out adventuring.
Not a monkey.
Not a monkey! Then there's Dexter, the only normal human. He's completely normal. Don't think about it. Comes from Thros over here, from Magical Academy. He's an alchemist. May or may not have a voice inside his head. There's Lamusi, who is on his ant life at this point.
Yes.
His redacted life, who is cursed to live, die, repeat, a la Dark Souls, with the ultimate goal of becoming powerful enough to break that cycle, apparently, because it's cute that he thinks he can do that. Has an ever annoying pixie partner in form of familiar called what was it? Called Christelle.
Gustavo.
She's wonderful.
She's mean.
She loves you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Karya, who is also grew up in a cave in a snowy mountainous area up north. Was kept in the cave. Is a half dragon himself. Was the slave of a deep dragon. And then at one point, to go back over, because we had a whole prologue session 0, where we went over all of this backstory and everything. Watch the VOD. No, don't watch the VOD if you don't want to. It's 4 hours. Don't have to spend 4 hours listening to me if you don't want to. Spent basically the cave he used to live in with all the dragons and stuff, and the deep dragon who loved making his life miserable got raided by another group of dragons, and now he's dead, and now Karya's free. He's got a little pet drake he's got with him. He's a ranger. That's right, I should mention Lamusi is a witch a la Pathfinder. And that should about cover it. And now these 6 misfits ended up getting teleported by a lich's accountant vampire to an island paradise. Right, where was I? Tangent over.
We're all getting drunk. People did bad rolls.
Right. So, first. We got those rolls done, and we're gonna go to the 4 of you off on your bar crawl. Very quickly getting kicked off here. With 3 of them kind of following after like cartoon characters floating in the air, following the whiff of a scent coming from a pie. See, that's a common misconception, Shawodi, because you don't actually have to accomplish anything to go get shit-faced. You have to do that to feel good about it afterwards.
That's a good
You
point.
see,
and to be
we
fair,
we already did face a dragon.
we fought 2 dragons technically, and Karya cried and then talked his way out of it twice.
Oh yeah, yeah, Karya having a weird heritage and being able to speak Draconic managed to talk his way out of being pasted by a great worm and the baby Tarask. Fun.
Wait,
Steven,
I'm gonna kill.
We are the.
No. The day I become anything like Rebecca Sugar is the day I shoot myself in the head.
Can we have a musical number, everybody? All right, 3.
No musical numbers. No, stop it. Right, so, Karya, you are currently looking into the sky. The sun hurts a little bit, especially since you just spent your entire life living underground, and you're more of an underground person. You don't do well with the bright surface light, but you do all right. But now you're literally in a place where the sun just never seems to stop. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's no thick forest overhead. There's no mountains to occlude it on the horizon. So you're currently just bathed in this warm sunlight, which just honestly makes you itch. And you have the sort of like that feeling from Vair in your pocket, just kind of giving that same throb of discomfort.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. We'll be out of here soon. Please don't cook.
And then there's that feeling of relief as now you're staring at the ceiling of what looks to be a straw hut roof. The sort of wooden rafters up above, and you're surrounded by chatter and clinking glasses and things going clunk clunk. There's feet stomping, there's singing, and then you're plopped down into a lounge chair as you're kind of like suddenly like half laying down in a posture you're wholly unfamiliar with, in front of a low drinking table where the 4 turtles are now depositing themselves. You've never seen this many people in one place so happy. It's laughing, it's smiling, it's singing, and people arm in arm, men and women and things hanging out and talking, and there's even some off in the distance doing something with each other's faces. It's weird.
I wonder how long it's gonna take for this to go bad. So when does the scary scary dude walk in and yell at you and he's just gonna ask to the turtles.
Scary dude. Oh man, none of us are scary here. And he just looks. That's the lavender one. He then looks at the red one. Who goes, looks at him sometimes. He can be a little bit rowdy. No man, that's only after I've had some mimosas. Never give those to me, dude.
Well then, okay, I won't give you whoever Mosa is. I'm sure he deserved it. So why are we here? I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm very lost.
Dude, relax. You're here in Wonderful Haven. You're gonna sit down, lie back, have a couple drinks, and we're gonna have fun. Just
okay.
Just like before them, sort of like they sit upright. It's hard to tell when a turtle straightens their back because shell. But you can kind of get the feeling that's what they're doing is they all sit up straight. Heads kind of canted upwards as they all go, breathe in, breathe out. Slow.
There are no accidents.
Feel better?
You know, yeah, a little bit.
This is kind of bolstered by this. You still feel that burning from that drink you had earlier a little bit, that warmth. It's making you well, I won't dictate exactly how it makes your character feel. But remember, it does make you immune to fear for 24 hours.
Yeah, you know, he's feeling a little bit more confident still. He's still a little jarred by everything. He's less terrified, more culture shocked again.
Of course.
So I guess Kari will kind of look around and go, okay, so this relaxing thing, how do I do it? Do I just kind of sit?
Yeah.
Or
Whatever floats your boat, dude. The blue one just goes, you do whatever makes you feel good. You sit back, you can drink, you can play a game of cards, you can have some dice. Yeah, we could just sleep for a while. If you want it with... They're sort of like grappling with how to explain relaxation to someone.
don't you like, if you stay in one place for too long, don't you usually get like hit or something?
They'll kind of look at each other and go, oh man, I took one of them was... Oh, like, Raj here is just went southern there for a second. Raj here, he took a nap for like a week once, and he just, nobody gave a damn. Someone pushed him off to the side so he wasn't being in the way, but other than that, it's all cool, bro.
Oh, well, that's cool. All right then. Well, okay. Then, I guess I'll. I don't know. I've never really relaxed before.
That is when I just want to recall the name. Just a second. This one. Just want to recall the name for a second. Right. Okay. You don't know what the hell this is because you've never run into a fish person before. But that's when a sort of 4 to 5 foot tall walking fish comes up to your table. Doesn't seem that small since you're kind of like half laying down. He comes up with a tray with what looks like a scattering of coconuts on little stands, which then lays down on the table and goes, and that will be on your bar. All of you gentlemen, have a nice day. As he then turns around and walks off. We got this bipedal grouper. Just kind of turns and goes. We call it while he was like putting the tray on the table. He kind of like had one eye facing outwards, sideways towards you as he was placing it. Turns around and then there's the other eye looking at you. As he then just waddles off.
Thank you. So are these coconuts?
The red one goes, well, puts one large hand on the table and goes, right, we're gonna do this proper. So picks up one of these hairy looking half bowls made of wood, and he knocks one fist on it and makes a hollow thumping sound. Or hollow talk talk talk. He goes, this is a coconut. Now, you get these off of trees, but that's not important. Nobody cares about what grows on trees. What's important is what goes in it. That, my dude, is the most righteous of concoctions. We call them cocktails.
Doing.
That. Huh.
Now, nobody knows where the name actually came from, but we do think it's really funny. What the important thing is, we take a bunch of booze, mix them in the coconut, and then you just down it. What happens afterwards, nobody can blame you for. all your bad decisions just float away. Nobody gives a damn.
Kari is immediately going to down it, just upon hearing that.
Smash cut. 2 minutes later.
Hold on. Can I interject my character real quick?
Just a second. Smash cut. Momusi, Dexter, and Miar walk into the bar. And there is currently 4 turtles, both laughing, all laughing uproariously, while Karya is currently passed out on a lawn chair, with a coconut just kind of rolling to the side next to him.
Mia's approaching this. Oh wow, how much did he drink?
1.5.
We were here over 2 minutes.
He had 1.5 and they passed out.
Oh, poor lad.
It's always the first time. Oh, come on, sit down. We'll pay for your drinks.
Mia's sitting down and grabbing the first drink that he gets into his hands.
Yep.
Being more slow and sedated, not knocking it immediately back, but drinking.
I'd like to interject real quick.
Okay.
Upon seeing the sight, Lamusi sighs, looks around real quick, and realizes that 2 people are missing from their group. Lamusi decides to be a responsible being for once, to go look for the other 2 real quick.
Okay.
Make
So
sure they don't go too far off.
Lamusi drifts off of stage right.
Yep.
So, Miar, you're getting your hand on the nearest drink. Dexter, what are you doing?
I'll also grab a drink.
Okay. Both of you take a seat. There are more coconuts, and it seems like that fish is coming by. Does one of you want to roll me a history or just an intelligence for memory to try and recall what this creature is, as this bipedal fish comes waddling up?
Do you want to? Because my intelligence is not very good.
You could also,
yeah.
I mean, you could also potentially do nature. Honestly, either one.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Ultimately, it is not a difficult roll.
But Mia is not very smart.
Okay. Dexter. Miara, you've heard of these creatures before, but you can't recall off the top of your head what they are, what their names are.
Mm.
Dexter, you recall what these are. In fact, a couple have. What do you call it? No, you're too far inland to have actually met one of these. But you've read about some before, and you've heard about some before. These are what are called Lokatha.
Mm-hmm.
These are bipedal fish people with diminutive stature. They're not, as a culture, they're not generally very conflict-driven. In fact, it is incredibly common, especially on the open ocean and in the sunken cities below the ocean, below the waves. They act as a very common, very enthusiastic go-between between the sunken cities and the surface ports, both as clergy, not clergy so much as clerical staff, as merchants, and as service providers. They are, as a culture, extremely education forward and supernumeric, which is part of why so many Lokatha often end up as merchants and as tax collectors. And what you have right now is kind of like a red grouper Lokatha, who's placing another tray of drinks in front of you. Cool. Have a nice day. Thank you. As he then waddles off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He gives you a little bow before he turns and goes. And then the turtles, now that you guys are here and they have other people who are conscious, to once more direct their hyper extroverted energy towards.
Oh boy.
Vera. So. What brings y'all into Haven? Miar, if you do take Miar and Dexter, if you take a sip of these drinks, they are potent. Dexter, being an alchemist, you've worked with ethanol and alcohols of different types. Aethers and things like that. They make powerful bases for alchemical mixtures. But also because you were part of a university and binge drinking is just a cultural custom. And Mia, being a drunken monk, you yourself have tried many fine beverages, and it's high proof. It stings your lips as it goes over them. But
Good.
it is, like, the taste is fruity and smooth, and it goes down a treat.
So careful with drinking too much of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes,
Oh.
the turtles are sort of like leaning forward and going, "So, what brings you?"
Well, to be honest, Haven wasn't our first goal. We were kinda dropped off, but I'm not complaining.
Eyes are now on Dexter.
I mostly traveled with them.
They'll just sort of like, if they had lips, you think like the bottom one would sort of be puckered in a sort of okay,
Okay.
as they nod along. And go, okay. Well, whatever happened, because magic and all of that. Because it's all cool. Welcome. It's nice to have you. It's always good to have fresh faces around.
Yeah. If you need a helping hand considering work, I'm always good for carrying and shit.
Nah, man. Work's illegal for the next week.
Now, what?
Now, like, anybody who's, like, not service staff or a bartender or something, no work.
Oh.
Oh.
It's the Summertide Festival, man.
Guess I'm gonna
Yeah,
be-
I come from a bit southwest. I don't think we have that. But I mean, if that's the culture, who am I?
Got to break the law, kiddos.
Oh no.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Yeah. Yes. No, that's a good question, actually. Who are you guys?
My name's Mira. I'm kind of looking at the others. I completely forgot their names. We were not together for long. But yeah, Mira's my name. I'm a bit from Southwest.
Oh,
Dexter.
Dexter. Yar. Okay. Is it they?
And who are you guys?
They're taking their time between talking, tipping
Yeah.
back their drinks
Yeah,
slowly.
turtles.
We're just four peas in a shell. We've grown up here in Haven together. It's been us ever since dear mama passed away. So we've all looked out for each other. We go drinking sometimes. Sometimes. The one in the red skirt just goes, sometimes. Yeah, right. When we're not relaxing and helping set the vibe for the town. Hey. Yeah. We're not helping set the vibe for the town. We're helping out on the docks. Sometimes we go swimming down. We talk to some of the merfolk. Mostly, it's a free roaming sort of thing. We do as we please. This is the Haven. Is the one place where we're truly free, and we can do whatever we want. It ain't a rich living, but it's a good living.
And that's the most important part.
All right, and names. The red one indicates to himself and says, I'm Rav. Lavender, the one in the purple skirt over there. It's Dawn.
God fucking damn it, no.
The one in the blue over there
No.
is Lee. And the one there in the orange, that's Hugh.
Damn it.
God damn it.
What's the joke? I missed it.
And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I thought about the colors, but I don't get it with the names.
Except for one, the orange one's different.
Yeah, one's called Rav, one's called Lee, one's called Dawn, and the other one's called Hugh.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Young adult normal samurai turtles.
Exactly. They are of age. They are very normal. They just spend their days being free spirits. And they're turtles. And they're occasionally known to kick ass. But you guys don't know anything about that.
Mia kind of picked up with the, they're sometimes helping out with the merfolk or, getting in talk with them.
It's like, God,
Leaning a bit forward. When you've heard some rumors from the sea. Did you hear anything about, some artifact a bit unusual?
Artifact. Well, there's all kinds of treasures and artifacts. What kind of artifact?
It contains light.
Light. Like a lamp?
A bit like that, yeah.
Like a lamp. Huh. Dawn, you know anything about it? Jeff mulls over goes, oh, bro.
Fair enough.
Dawn looks over to Lee. Goes, Lee, you know anything? Sorry, bro. Then Lee looks over to Hugh, and Hugh goes, oh, bro, sorry.
It's fair, it's fair. I didn't really expect it, but never hurts asking, right?
No, I did hear about this guy who had this glass ball or something that was glowing, though. That was fun, though. That was fun to hear about. Oh, they were doing juggling tricks with it when they passed through here.
Ah.
Yeah. No artifact or nothing.
Fair enough, fair enough. And Meow's kind of leaning back, sipping at the coconut.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Meow? So, the light from your lighthouse. We never actually went over exactly how it looked, beyond just being exceedingly bright.
Yeah.
Which is not a descriptor you use for a lot of things, including people. It is, in fact, it looks like a crystalline glassy sphere with sort of golden filigree decorating it. In a sort of in a almost vine or seaweed like structure around it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And this turtle just mentioned a glowing glass ball being used for juggling tricks.
Meow stops with it, or he when they were going no, Meow was stopping with drinking again and stopped straight up when they mentioned the ball. Was it did you see the ball a bit closer, or did you just hear from it?
It was really bright. It was doing this flashy thing where it would spin the light inside it around. It's really cool. Yeah, I thought it was It's just I actually have to crack open one of my bloody handouts for this to make sure I'm getting this right. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, it was like Dottie's hair, like all across it, except it was like gold, like sunlight.
Okay. When was that? When did you guys see that?
That was like, it had to be like 4 months ago. Back in early, like late winter, I think. Yeah, it was like 3 degrees colder or something.
This. Sorry for all these questions that when we're here drinking and just being merry. But
Nah, bro, it's different. It's nice. We're always just talking about like new recipes, which can, you should see Don when he's trying to make new mixes. He comes up with the weirdest stuff. Like, no, I don't, bro. Yeah, you do, bro.
well,
Nobody-
experimental, but isn't that-
Nobody puts marshmallows in their cocktails, bro.
Oh god. But I'm sorry, but did you perchance have any idea where they went? Where they boarded again? Was there any say about it, or just fucked off basically again?
Well, I don't know. Never really asked. If you ask around, maybe somebody could tell you.
We'll do that certainly. Thank you, boys.
No sweat, bro.
Also, I want to not doing this whole talk, or like when he heard this, what
No.
most likely is his artifact, or what he believes is the artifact. The ears kind of tilt back, like they're just a little distinct, pissed off meow meow.
Oh no.
Poor Mir. So, you've gotten a lead on your personal quest. Wonderful. Yeah. Dexter, is there anything you want to inquire about, or are you just happy to sip your drink?
This is my drink.
Okay.
I'm very antisocial.
Yeah.
I kind of sometimes check on Carrier, if he's still breathing.
Low and slow.
Just kind of moving him, so if he has to vomit it out, not choking.
Okay, like
Kind of
moving him,
first position.
rolling him over into the rescue position.
I just gotta move him on his side. He'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised by dragons.
Yeah, sure, bud.
So, and Dexter, just in the back of your head, it says, the little voice goes, "This does taste really nice. I like this. You should stay here."
Maybe.
Hey, we never did come up with a name for me.
I did have an idea of stopping at a library, possibly. We could pick one up.
I like
More
that.
than the flag.
I thought you might like that idea.
Now, come on, keep sipping.
He will keep sipping.
Yes.
This thing just wants to get drunk. Can it actually?
Mm-hmm. Well, if you get drunk, remember, because it's part of you.
That's true.
Everything you experience, he experiences. Well, it experiences.
Alright.
Yeah, yes, an Elysian dragon. For reference, for those who don't know, an Elysian dragon is a extraplanar dragon who basically would not be out of place as Bacchus's pet. It can drink. It can breathe out because it drinks unseemly amounts of alcohol. Its breath weapon can intoxicate people.
Oh no.
It's a fat, merry, chud of a dragon. I love it.
Oh, lovely.
So, we will cut away from there. as more drinking and relatively calm talking is happening. The boisterous extroversion of the Tortles has been brought down since the main target of their action has proven to be a lightweight, or at least inexperienced in the way of drinking. They may or may not have given you just about the strongest thing that they could, except you knocked it back in one go. They were a bit slow in trying to tell you in when they were going to tell you to sip it. But then again, for a boy who takes things incredibly literally, this should have been seen coming.
So I'm like slowly stirring back to consciousness, or because my mic was muted, it goofed out.
That's all right. You'll slowly be coming back. But before that, we're gonna go to some of the
B team.
Yes, to the B and the Z team. Right. So, Mallory, you're
Yes.
picking up seashells. You're not having a lot of luck finding good ones. Most of them are shattered, broken under footsteps. That, or you'll go for one and then, like, an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old will scoop one up. Oh God. Yeah, they're everyone, like, there'll be little kids who will scoop like the good ones up just as you're going to go get it. Like sometimes you'll find bits of amber, but that's not seashells. And then you stub your toe on something, trip, and plant yourself face first into the sand.
Oh, Mallory's gonna say something unsavory, but it's been muffled by the sand.
Something infernal, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. Your foot really hurts.
It's okay. What kind of cleric was I already? I forgot what.
You're not a
I'm
cleric.
even
You're not a cleric.
I
So
don't
you are a very different type of cleric, Mallory.
You are a divine caster.
That's true.
Yes. So, I will note that when you tripped, whatever your foot hit made a hollow clang.
Yikes, that's one hard hit. Mallory's gonna sit up, just hiss for a bit, holding his injured, no, not really injured, but painful foot, and then look at whatever he tripped. See what it is.
It looks to be something like dull and metallic, sort of spheroid, poking up from the sand, but it seems to be buried.
Okay, then he's gonna try and dig it up.
Okay.
He does have 2 daggers, but I don't think those will be helpful in the sand.
Daggers are not particularly great digging tools.
No. He does have the empty pie pan.
Oh, you have that. You can go panning for gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use that to scoop up some of the sand. Kunai are actual digging tools turned into knives. Daggers are knives turned into digging tools. It's a different thing. Because Shawodi brought up, Kunai say otherwise. Fuck you.
Weeb. I'm kidding.
Weeb.
Weeb.
This is a guy playing in a fake game with us, and he's playing a samurai.
Whoa, what a weeb.
Samurai with a pistol, to be fair. Has an actual revolver. You should feel attacked. Anyway, so. Right. So you kind of use the pie pan as well as your hands to clear some of the sand away, and eventually you find it's a metallic, sort of almost fishbowl-sized sphere that only seems to go deeper. There's something connected at the bottom, and as you clear one bit of sand away, you find there's a glassy portion, almost like a window. Can I get a Let's see, what would it be in this occasion? There is. Would it be? Yeah. Give me an investigation.
Alright, investigation. I got a 20.
Nice. Okay. Clearing some of the sand away, brushing it off. Yeah, there's like these ridges that look like thinner bits of metal that could be handles or braiding on some portions. It looks like tubes coming off of one part. And then there's this glassy, sort of like a window into the sphere. And in the window, sort of inscribed, not so much scratched because that would look rough. This looks smooth. Inscribed. Looks to be almost a disturbingly uncanny imitation of a humanoid face. As the glass then lights up brightly, the face is illuminated. There's just behind that, there's this silhouette of a head. You can't quite make out behind the engraved face on this glass. As the sphere then shifts, adjusts slightly so that the glassy window is now facing upwards, looking you in the eye. He goes, "Greetings."
I don't know how to feel about this.
Mallory, he falls back in surprise. Didn't expect the thing he's digging up to greet him.
Good day.
Uh,
Please do not be alarmed. I am friendly.
okay.
As you can tell by the smiling face on my helmet.
Alright. What are you doing in the sand?
I walked onto the sand. Then I sat down, and I was thinking. And now I am here.
Something something doesn't click in Mallory's head as to how a person could sit in sand and think for a little bit and then be buried almost completely in sand. But he's not gonna mention that, and he's just gonna ask, so what's your name?
I am Coral.
Ah, that's a name I've never heard before.
Seems to cant its head to the side for a moment, and then says, "Thank you, thank you. Originality is a prized trait.
Hey,
I selected the name for myself.
that's nice.
Can I know your name?"
My name is Mallory.
Mallory. That is a name I have also never heard of.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome.
So, Coral, what are you?
I am Aquaforged, or as my kind call ourselves, I am a seeker.
And what do seekers do?
We
Other
seek.
than think. Seek? Seek
Yes.
what?
We seek meaning.
Meaning?
Yes. Shall I regale you with the history of my people?
Sure.
There's this rustling, and then let me just pull the image up real quick. If I can find it. Do I still have it saved? Yes, I do. Because I'm nowhere even close to monetized, I don't have to worry about this hardy har. The image. Actually, no, what am I doing? I can just. Oh, right, because I have limited storage space on Roll20, because Roll20 is a butt. Then again, I don't want to necessarily ask all of you to come onto the stream. What am I doing? Just pick a decision and go for it.
You can just send it in the Discord.
Yeah, but I also want to show people on stream.
Ah.
Right. Actually, yes, here we go. It's on a grid. Why does it have to be on a grid? Why is it why is the map gridded? I don't know why it's gridded. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
So, standing up out of the sand, and now at a whopping 7.5 feet tall, as it pulls itself from the sand cascading off of its body. It stands fully upright, and then looks down at you, and then sits. Now to the side of the hole where it used to be, where it pulled itself out. It says, "Many centuries ago, in a continent far off from here, on the other side of the world, my people, who were yet to find any sort of purpose or intelligence, were crafted by a civilization of philosophers and magical scientists. They created us for the purpose of fighting, machination, automation of their more tedious tasks, and for the exploration of the crushing deep-sea depths. They came to be known as the Aquaforged, those forged to brave the deep. For reasons that I do not wish to go into, and that are exceedingly tragic and would probably make you depressed, I will not explain. But our creators faded into obscurity and dissolved, and eventually dissolved away into nothing. It was close to that time when my kind slowly blossomed into sapience. First sentience, and then full sapience. We were left at the bottom of the ocean in our old masters' abandoned homes with intelligence and no idea of what to do with it. So it is, we created the quorum, where we speak, converse with one another, ponder the intricacies of the mind and of life. Occasionally we would strike out to learn what has changed in the surface world. And then, once we returned, this new information would be incorporated into the larger body of our knowledge. And then that would be used to further make decisions in the future. This is also why, if the larger body of the Aquaforged, of the Quorum, wishes to make a decision that will impact the entire civilization, all Aquaforged must be present to cast their vote.
Okay.
And it is for that reason that I am here. I've voyaged on foot across the bottom of the ocean to see new lands, to gain new information and bring it back to the Quorum.
Ah.
Upon coming here to this interesting archipelago, though it is missing an island now,
What do you mean?
there was once three large islands here. I only see two. But when I came to the surface here, and I saw so much, I saw these strange turtle people and fish people. Well, there was much to think about. So I sat and I thought, and then you kicked my head.
I didn't kick your head, I tripped.
Well, I am sorry then. I was in your way.
I wasn't looking.
But I am the one with one eye. Ha, ha, ha. Lamusi, this is the bit where this is part when you start coming in from stage left. You see Mallory talking to a. You're not sure what that
Junk.
is.
Heap of junk.
An
That's what
individual.
Lamuzi thinks.
Individual.
No, a heap of junk. Lamuzi thinks a heap of junk.
Fair enough. Yes, sitting cross-legged on the sand talking to one another. Well, at least the heap of junk is sitting cross-legged.
Okay. What's it? I roll history or intelligence to see if I recognize things.
I would say either one. History would probably give you the better chance.
Okay, which one is that? Where is it?
Should just be under your skills.
Yep. History or intelligence. That's a 4. Intelligence. Everything. What's my intelligence modifier? History it is.
Go ahead. Okay. You can positively say you have never seen anything like this. There is no ring of familiarity about this thing, as Grisella is currently sitting on top of your hat. Actually, in fact, laying on her belly, cheeks clasped in her palms as she goes, "Huh, you do see new things now and then." So, Moss, what are we gonna do about that?
Well, seeing as oh crap, what's their name?
Mallory?
Hold on. Mallory, that's the name. Seeing as Mallory isn't at least seems to be chatting and sitting next to them and not fighting, Luigi just strolls up and goes, "Oi, what you doing out here, lassie?" Gesturing towards Mallory. And then, what in darnation are you? Scrappy, gesturing towards the the
one
scrap heap.
The one lamp eye with the smiling face, sort of
Yeah.
etched into it, turns the face and goes, "My name is Coral. It is nice to meet you."
Coral, eh? Lamusi,
My full
what are
name-
you doing out here?
It is nice to meet you, Lamusi. I am a seeker. I am here thinking.
Lucy just crosses her arms, thinks himself for a moment, and goes, "You know this lad, Mallory?"
Yeah, they're Coral, they're Seeker, and that's pretty much it. This is the first conversation I've had with them.
I see.
Mallory is a very
Well-
attentive listener.
Yes.
Well there, Coral. What are your plans to do now? Because you don't look quite to be part of this population, consisting of mostly total folk.
And fish people. Can't forget the fish.
Fish people. Does Lucy see the fish person, or did they leave beforehand? I think they left just beforehand, right?
Just before, yes.
Fish people here, eh?
Yes.
Anyways.
I intend to stay here, learn a bit more about what has changed, since there is an island missing now, and then I will return home.
Island missing.
I estimate my time of travel to be approximately 40 years. In the time, I will have much to think about.
Lucy looks crookedly at at Coral, thinking 40 years, huh? That's a long time to be thinking for. You know. Anyways, thinking that's a long time to be thinking about. Oh well. Turns to Mallory and actually speaks. Well, what do you plan on doing out here now, Mallory?
I was planning on gathering seashells, but I couldn't find any good ones, and everyone just kept taking them before I could. So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing.
Seashells.
Yeah, seashells.
Koro opens up one of the pouches on his belt. Pulls out a large rainbow-colored glistening conch. I have collected multiple samples on my time here. Would you like one?
Oh, yeah, I'd like one.
He plunks it in your hand. Says, you are welcome. We're friends now.
Yeah. My first friend.
Meanwhile,
get that?
Emily's in your head going, it's nice, if a bit odd.
Everyone's a little odd. I think the only people we've met are odd.
You know, that's very true.
I mean, I think the Dexter guy has voices in his head. Isn't that weird?
Mallory, if there's one thing that the gods didn't grace you with, it's self-awareness.
What do you mean?
Mallory, I am talking to you through an amulet.
You're in the amulet, not
I
in
am
my
talking
head.
to you in your head.
But through the amulet, it's different.
There's this ethereal sigh in the back of your head. I love you, little brother. Just the mental equivalent to it, just a piteous little pat on the head. And meanwhile, Lamuza, you just see Mallory, who's kind of withdrawn into himself, just kind of gazing down at the sand, and just giggles.
Yeah, that sounds about right there. That poor child. Something's wrong with that one.
Ain't nobody okay.
Mallory is like me, deep in thought. I too giggle once and now and then when I think of a humorous discovery. Did you know that my name is apparently a pun in the common language here?
Oh, how so? How so, lad?
My name is Koro, and my last chosen name is Eve.
Eve and Coral.
Koro Eve.
What sort of name do you has a sick, joking sense?
I
Or
named
very
myself,
boring and
and I am
plain.
not sick. I cannot be sick. I have no biology.
Lucy just sighs, puts a hand to their temples, and lets out a sigh as they rub their temples.
I'm right with you.
I
I'm
don't-
right with you, boss.
Yeah,
This one's a
headache.
headache.
Yep, this. Oh, these two are going to give me a migraine.
You know what would really solve that? Alcohol.
When did you get here?
Did she say that to Grizel?
Yeah.
Grizel was just like at when Mallory snaps around and goes, when did you get here? It's like, I guess in a shocked fashion? Or
Yeah, in a shocked fashion.
okay.
He was totally not aware.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's just sort of drawn into himself and then just like, wait, there's a fairy here. To which Grizel just kind of rolls her eyes and goes, of all the things the gods blessed you with, kid, it wasn't any sort of awareness.
Well, then
Too
percent.
It's two external companions both claim that Mallory has less than great perception. Oh, that's great! I love that.
It's my
Lamusi
world
pipes up. Lamusi pipes up and said, "Oh, that's Gerstel. She follows me wherever I go. So anywhere I am, she's more than likely going to follow, much to my dismay."
To your dismay, I have to keep cataloging all your shite.
and I had to listen to you every fucking day.
Well, it's your goddamn repayment for all this. This is just sort of like seems to get indignant for a moment, as if this, because of all the thankless work she does. I'll have you know, I'm with you because I'm supposed to keep track of your fool deeds. She kind of like points at the notebook on her hip. And goes, if it weren't for me, you'd have zero clue about what's going on. So thank you very much. I'm gonna go get a drink. Sod you. She just flitters off.
As Grisel floats off, Samusi says, "If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have to have that book in the damn first place." Shakes their hand angrily. Not pretty much. They blame the curse on Grisel.
Ah, damn Fae ruining Fae. Like Fae and elves, or Fae and dwarves, or Fae and other Fae. So yeah, Christelle is departed in a huff, off to go get a drink, probably take a bath in it.
Lucy sighs and turns back to the other two. Anyways, so what do you plan to do there, Mr. Coral?
I shall observe. I will catalog, and then I will return home.
Lucy nods and goes, "Alright, you go do that." Turns to why can't Mallory? Why do I can't remember the name?
Child.
I can't remember that name. Why? Anyways, turns to Mallory and goes, "Alright there, kiddo. You got your seashells, right? And that what's your next plan? It's not good to leave you alone like this. So preferably I'd like to get you back to the bar with the others."
I would like to take the child to the bar.
Hey, there are adults there at least.
No, I don't have any plans, I don't think. I'll go with you.
As Lamusi starts to flutter off towards the bar, goes, "Wait a minute, where's that tall green bean go? You see that green bean anywhere?"
Green bean?
Green bean.
I think his name.
He's
I think his
referring
name
to
was like.
me.
Yeah.
Well, no, Melissa, when you entered the bar, you would have seen him pass out on the chair.
No, that's
Wait.
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
no, that's Kiara. Green beans, Pebby, Easter.
Oh, right, yes.
Long. There's lots of green. Found that wall once in that cave. Can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah. So, you guys gather and head back off to the bar, wondering where the hell Isaki is. As you head back into the town off the beach, you notice what do you call it? You notice Coral just standing off at a respectful distance of exactly 10 meters. He just kind of trails you guys.
Lucy turns and notices this and thinks for a moment and goes, "Alright then, that's not creepy," and continues on.
Excellent. As you then cut back to the bar, Karya, you are once more conscious.
Now, conscious, am I waking up drunk conscious, or am I just completely fine but with
Well,
severe headache
You're
conscious?
waking up shattered and drunk and queasy
Oh boy.
and warm all over and sickly cold in your stomach. And you're washing back into consciousness, and up it comes.
Oh, all good.
So as you come back to consciousness, lying on your side, as you then feel a wave of nauseousness and the urge to void your bowels, or void your stomach, I should say. Bowels is the other direction. You feel the urge to void your stomach, and end up doing so, as the heat of the alcohol rejects itself all the way back up your throat and out your mouth. Isaki, there's a tap on your shoulder as the Lokatha bar owner. Well, not so much your shoulder, so much as a tap on your thigh. He says, clean up on table 4.
Wait, I'm here now?
You
Yes.
worked.
You've been handed a mop and bucket. You found work.
Oh, I found a job.
Um,
Finally.
Meow is kind of petting over Karia's, head back, keeping his hair out of the mess. Get it out of your system, boy. Get it out.
They told me that.
Yeah, I know. It's get
They
it.
told me I'd get forgiven for everything I did.
Mm,
It
Oh man, we forgive you.
happens.
Thanks.
it's all fine. We have all been there.
Just as it comes out, like he's mopping it up, and then just comes out again. He's like, God damn it, I just cleaned that.
Yeah. So Isaki, you have a mop and bucket in hand.
Yep.
And you are being urged to go clean up after as you look out into the bar floor. Yeah, there's your friends. I'm just sitting around a table, and Karya is currently in the rescue position. A puddle of vomit forming on the floor next to his chair.
Let me check something real quick. I might be able to do something.
Whoop. Mic there for a second.
No, never mind. I'm complete butt fuck useless. Never mind. Sorry, Karya.
Would I be able to whip anything up that might be able to help him?
Oh,
Yep.
hold on. I'm getting a call, so I'm gonna mute myself for a minute. Hold on.
Yep. Thank you. Let me consider for a moment.
Alright.
But yeah,
You
Isaki's
have-
just gonna be like, so I found a job.
Okay, give me
and
a.
you've been drinking."
Considering you have some decent, like, contrary to common logic that adding more alcohol to alcohol, hair of the dog and all that, generally doesn't help with alcohol poisoning or just general nauseousness. Alchemy uses alcohol quite a bit in mixtures, and considering you've got some interesting ingredients here on the table in the forms of some of the snacks that the Tortles have ordered, and some very high proof spirits and mixtures of such, you could attempt something. So if you were to pull out your on the go alchemist kit with a little coaching from your friend in your head, you could give me a roll with your alchemist tools.
All right, I'm back.
Where is alchemy? Where is my alchemist? Oh, resources and tools.
Yeah, in this case it would be your proficiency plus your intelligence modifier.
Alright.
Which comes out to a neat 6, I believe.
Oh,
Damn. Okay, and you guys have had some pretty decent rolls today. I wonder when the shit's gonna hit the fan.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So, yes, okay, so, packing out a couple of vials, using one of the candles provided at the table, some of the ingredients, and just some high proof grain alcohol, because apparently they've got that here. I put together a mixture that you then very quickly cook over a candle flame for a minute. And you think you have something that should help Karya's body help process the alcohol. Now, you're not entirely sure how it's going to go about doing that.
Because he might vomit it back up.
It could be. It could end up being a purging agent, or it could just be something that helps his body metabolize it.
I'm gonna grab a bucket. Do they have any like something
Isaki's
simple?
just gonna pass the bucket he has and go get another one.
Yeah, just in case.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna try to give it to him if he'll let me.
Please. Help.
This
Aw.
should be able to help you. Just
Yeah.
relax a bit. And...
With the sympathetic pang of misery from Vair.
Yeah. I don't like coconuts.
Yes.
So one of the turtles just kind of chuckles and goes, "Always the bad the first time, brah."
Just drink some of this and you should be okay.
I appreciate you. And he will just kind of open his mouth and weakly.
As you then sip down the vial of fluid. And your first instinct is to spit it out. It's incredibly bitter. But
You just force it down.
once it's actually past your lips, on over your tongue and down your throat, there's this feeling of numbness in your stomach. Like you ever had one of that awful sensation where you just lose feeling of your stomach entirely?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's this horrible, deep, sick feeling that's like, oh, that's not right.
Oh no.
And then this warmth blossoms. The feeling returns. And for those present at the table, where Karia was previously pale, clammy, not looking very good, sweating profusely due to just, well, being in purge mode, he is now looking almost glowing as Karia, you feel you feel that previous bravery that was lingering you from the alcohol before is now faded, so you're no longer immune to fear as you've become completely sober. As there's this feeling of your body, it's like you're sitting in a furnace, but the fire doesn't burn you. You're feeling warm throughout your body. You feel whole. You feel good. And then there's this lurch as the energy comes right back out your body. And you're right back. You feel tired and parched, but you no longer feel nauseous and drunk.
Oh, that's... Oh, okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna go take a nap.
Do that.
And don't forget to give us some water, dude. Yeah, bro, give him some water. As one of the turtles pushes over a big clamshell full of water.
I'm gonna push a little comfy chair up for him as well to lay his head down on, I guess.
Thank you. And Karya is going to bundle up as best he can and immediately try to go back to sleep.
Oh yeah, brutally rocked him to
And
sleep.
you, if you actually do try to go to sleep, you'll drift off just fine despite the hustle and bustle of the bar around you.
Yeah, he's a very tired boy. He needs a nap.
Yeah, considering the last few days you guys have gone through, you're all feeling at least a little bit tired.
That's very true.
I don't think it was a smart idea to give the malnourished boy alcohol either.
Yeah. Yeah, the turtles are kind of going like, well, I do kind of feel bad for the little dude. So, I think mission accomplished. Did pretty good. It doesn't seem, he knows what a party is now, at least. Yeah. Hey, next time you want to teach him what boofing is? No.
No.
Oh no.
The other three are just simultaneously go, Dawn, no one cares about your boofing habit.
What's boofing?
You don't want to know.
Going to college, would I know that's like?
Give me a medicine check.
Since I went to college, no.
I went to a good Christian school. I don't know what these words mean.
You ever went to a music
Yeah,
festival?
the Karia. Sorry. Isaki would have no fucking clue what the hell this is.
You said a medicine check?
Yes, a medicine check.
Yo, can I roll for one too, just because?
Because you're a fairy.
Yeah, why not? Can I?
Actually, in your case, Dexter, it's just going to be a low DC. You can just roll me intelligence.
Just roll intelligence?
Yes.
You went to
Okay.
college, so
You went to college,
No,
so
but
you're
it's so
privy to all
random.
kinds of stupid, depraved shit that university students can come up with.
Oh no, wait, no, I rolled the
Oh.
wrong thing. I rolled the wrong thing. Ignore that. I think. Yeah, I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's intelligence save there. Yeah, no. Actually,
Look.
you rolled the medicine first, so because I didn't see you'd already rolled medicine. No, ignore those last two rolls. So, Dexter, you're an alchemy student. You went to a university, in a nation that is filled with magical colleges. It is one of the most advanced magical societies and technologically advanced societies in the world. It is one of the few places where things have advanced as far as they have. One of the few places that reliably you can have like gunpowder or black powder produced. And of course that has led to that trio of nations being something up their own ass. Speaking of up your ass, the practice of boofing to keep it short and sweet is when the university students in your dorm got too impatient with waiting for the alcohol to hit, so they put it in the other end.
Yeah, no, Dexter would have watched that in horror.
Yeah, just watched as the sheer stupidity of college students that just they can't be bothered to wait 5 minutes for the high proof alcohol to hit them the normal way. So yes, and so it is with very little surprise you watched as the other turtles recoil in disgust at their brother.
Oh no.
Gonna send my god a brief text message just asking what is boofing.
When you're
no,
older.
I saw people do that.
Oh,
in my
no.
When you're
not
older. But I
pretty-
put messages in back up, but I'm 26.
Hey, yo, can the fairy roll?
Sure, the fairy can roll me a medicine or intelligence.
That's in fact how Lamusi died one time.
Oh,
Oh
no.
god, that was his other death in Haven.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't think I would know.
One moment. Yeah, Lamosi, you've got no idea what they're talking about, but it sounds awful.
It should be. Good Lamusi, you at least have standards.
I mean, if you ask Dexter, he'll tell you, but for now, he's also disgusted.
Dexter's currently also throwing up now.
So, upon not knowing what it is, the movie goes and asks the turtle what it is.
Just the one goes, nah, bro, you don't want to know.
The movie goes, don't worry, I'll forget about it later. Tell me now.
Just on principle, bro? Nah.
Principal, bro.
It's not so righteous as
It is a practice most unrighteous.
In his sleep, Kari will just kind of mutter, most unrighteous.
oh god, he's turning into one of them.
He is learning. There's this as the other three turtles, and once more they bring their turtle hands together as one chant. He is learning.
Well, yeah, since Lamusi's at the party now, Lamusi wants a drink.
Cool.
How does Lamusi get them a drink?
There is a scattering of drinks on the table to be chosen. Some are in seashells, some are in big old semi-giant clamshells. Some of them are in coconuts. They've apparently never heard of glassware here. Which
Lamusi
is-
takes the big. Lamusi takes one of the bigger containers.
Okay, so yeah, taking a clamshell which you could comfortably sit in as a chair. It's the lower half of a clam, so it's kind of almost like a giant sake dish.
Oh god.
Can you roll me a con saving throw?
Please don't be.
God.
Please don't be a lightweight. Please don't be a
And
lightweight.
honestly, I should have probably given
Yeah.
Karya this as a chance, but also it's.
She's
It was
not a
funny.
lightweight.
I mean, you did pretty well on your save when it was the bravery drink, but this
That's true. So he was already a little tipsy. Yeah, I have a
you
15
had
con.
you had a very strong drink before this. So yeah, Lamusi, you swish back the drink and it tastes like peaches.
Oh boy.
Musie's not a lightweight.
Now give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
While this is happening,
So
can
first
Itsuki just
fortitude,
have-
first fortitude, and now willpower. Sorry, what was that, Isaki?
While this is happening, can Itsuki be an absolute fucking pussy and just get like a virgin like pina colada and just start sipping
Sure.
that?
Yeah. You can just get a fruit juice.
Yeah, just get fruit juice.
There's some really nice exotic fruit here. Like there's lots of very sour, very sweet fruits here. Where you're from, they have a lot of more hardy. You're used to hawthorn and like plums and the occasional peach. Here they've got stuff that it's very sharp and very sweet.
Like dragon fruit and like.
Yeah, dragon fruit and strawberries and grapes and stuff like that. So you get juices from those. Yeah, there's some very, very lively flavors here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you get
I'm
a
not
nice,
to lose.
a nice mixed drink of pulped juices. And yeah, you're not the only person here drinking virgin, so
Yeah.
because some people have to stay sober even if work is illegal.
I'm the designated driver in the squad, so.
So yeah, Lamusi, you're drinking, and then the taste of peaches brings you back for a moment. The first time you
Oh,
met that
no.
lovely elf, and you're able to shake it off just in time before you feel that same emotional devastation again. You're like, no, the past is gone. That romance was never fated to be. I like to think
Oh,
that one of
God.
Lamusi's past lives was just an episode, like just a highlight reel of Casablanca. Red, Lamusi, whatever shall I do? Wherever shall I go? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Or, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh God, this is great. I'm loving this.
I can't.
Lamusi ain't no lightweight.
No, you take that drink like a champ. Both the physical and the mental toll that the drink had, you shrugged off like a champ.
I'll do it again.
Lamusi looks at the turtles and goes, "Most righteous lads."
Most righteous, as they all just say in concert.
You can't. I fucking can't.
It's just like the
Oh.
Dawn goes, the fairy approves, the fairy abides.
The fairy's a vibe.
No, the fairy abides.
I know, but I added another one saying
okay,
the
yes.
fairy's a vibe.
Fairy's a vibe. I mean, if you hold him and he beats his wings fast enough, you could vibe. Yes, so. Yes, drink and merriment is had. Karya is suffering and now asleep, comatose. Mallory, you're there too.
Yes, I am.
You're present.
Hi.
And Coral is nowhere to be seen. Lamusi is currently sipping at his clamshell. Dexter, you doing anything in particular? Dexter?
Sorry, you cut out on my end. What was that?
Okay. Are you doing anything in particular right now?
Aside from now going back to finishing my drink, not at the moment.
Okay. And Miar, I haven't given you attention in a little bit.
It's fine. Mira's probably sampling his way through
Through the menu.
the drinks.
Just give me a shot of that, and that, and that, and that, and that.
He's gonna be so sick.
Yeah, you just, for the sake of it, roll me a con save.
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Oh my.
We're wasting all our good rolls.
That's what I'm doing. I'm teasing out all the good rolls now. So yeah, no, you're just like, and a whiskey drink, and a vodka drink, and a lager drink, and a cider drink.
Yeah, we all ain't bitches here. We're all having a blast.
Yep.
Yeah, he's feeling himself.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and in the meantime, would you wait before you start asking around about the artifact, or would you?
Yeah, I would. Nah, no, not exactly about the artifact itself, but about the jugglers, basically.
Okay. Give me. What would I ask for here? But just give me 2d20, because you're drinking like a champion.
2d20.
Yeah. So you're effectively rolling with advantage here.
Oh,
No.
that's where my good rolls went. When
Me, oh my, oh good golly gee. So you're sampling your way through the menu, and you've made it basically to the end of everything that this. You've had like a little shot and a little taster about everything that this bar has to offer. And as you're going from drink to drink to drink, you're also moving from spot to spot to spot in the bar, listening in on conversations, occasionally asking. Sometimes you get results, sometimes you don't. And sometimes, as you're getting deeper and deeper into the alcohol, you're loosening up more and more. That's just how you do. That's part of what the alcohol is there for. It's helped loosen you up. It's helped block out the bad memories. And to help you pull off those kick-ass techniques you've taught yourself. It is fair to say alcohol is connected both with pain and violence for you.
Oh my god, is there about to be a bar?
Oh god, I get into a brawl.
And so it is, you're
Hell
getting a little
yeah.
bit too aggressive and a little bit too into someone's face. When you start insisting on asking about these jugglers and this ball of light. And one of them tells you to shove off, saying he doesn't know anything about no stinking jugglers. And you get a bit too insistent. And now suddenly you've got a brawl on your hands as you've got 3 unhappy looking leonines staring at you.
Uh-oh.
They are unhappy with the fact that some little putty tat disrespected them and started demanding answers of them.
Oh no.
boy.
So you got 3 big lion men.
How loud are they being, just out of curiosity?
I'd say
Yeah.
at this point the lions at least are getting pretty loud.
Amira's kind of matching the tone, going, not allowed to ask questions, but you think you are.
Who I am, who we are. Kit, you don't even have the right to ask it. Now, shove off before we claw your ears off.
Come on. See who claws first.
Okay,
You're
that sounds like provocation.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's going in.
all right. Miar, would you like to roll me initiative?
Yeah, sure.
Our very first initiative roll, and it was for a bar fight.
1 second.
Oh, I didn't.
As it should be, Matt. As it should be.
Oh boy.
Even yeah, that's the terrible thing. Kept out of so much shit.
Should we all help?
That's
Uh,
fine.
Lamusi's already watching this with this like grin.
Karya's unconscious.
Yeah, it's a
Isaki's just gonna
Mia will take the beating if which will probably be a beating.
Isaki is just gonna sit at the bar and just drink his virgin.
Quick question. Even though I'm not in the fight, can I influence the fight somehow?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
If you so wish, you can.
Man, if they're loud enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Bar fight time. First to combat encounter in 3 fucking we've had. This is our 3rd session.
And for what?
And for what? For drinking. Yes. So, if you guys would also like to drag, what we want to do is we want to drag your tokens out. Those of you standing at the sidelines. So Lamusi. Anybody else want to interfere?
You know,
Yes.
yes.
Of course.
Karya.
The whole party's
Oh,
getting
this is together.
Karya's very sleepy. Though.
Karya, we're probably going to be rolling each round to see whether or not you wake up.
Yeah, that's what I would like to roll to see if I can
Yeah.
wake up.
And so basically, click your icons and then hit initiative on your sheet. Dexter and Mallory, do you also want to take part in this?
Yeah, definitely.
Mallory thirsts for violence.
Listen, I've been waiting for blood for the past sessions. I finally.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Let me check my sheet what I can do actually.
Hey, remember when we had good rolls?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the time.
God bless you, Dexter.
Why? Why am I rolling? I mean, I'm happy I'm rolling high, but holy crap.
Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Gonna go ahead and roll their initiative. Yep, same as before. Right, so 'cause we don't have a bar map. What we do have is a map, and that'll have to do. So
Make do what we got.
3 lines. We're not
There's
worried too
three
much.
of them.
Yes, we're not going to worry too much about distance in this fight. But this will serve to be the what do you call it? The tutorial for combat, so to speak, because we do actually have someone who's not played D&D at all.
Really?
Yeah, and that being Lamusi.
All right.
He's a complete
Oh.
newbie, so he gets to learn how combat works. So,
Oh boy.
let's see. Dexter, Mallory, and Lamusi were all at the same table. So is Karya. You're off to the side here, doing both your janitorial duties and having your virgin drinks. You virgin.
Yes.
So,
Oh, wow.
yes.
The Virgin Kiki to the Chad Karya.
I love the fucking Kiki as Isaki's nickname is adorable. I love it.
Yeah. This is a thing now.
This is the thing.
Yep.
Kiki.
Okay. Stat block is pulled up. Let us begin. As they will start. BGM. Now we're super serious. Fighting. They're gonna start off. Let's see. How much was it again? It's a +4. Okay. As they're gonna take turns.
Beating the snot out of me.
We'll see. Let's see. And for all purposes of being a drunken monk, you can count yourself as being thoroughly liquored up. Wow.
Oh wow.
2 of those are going to hit.
Yeah.
What's Miara's base AC?
17.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
So one goes for a claw swipe at you. And
Yeah.
you stumble out of the way of that. But then, out of nowhere, one comes with a bottle, smashes that across your head. You're left stumbling at that hit, as the next one comes with a fist that just blindsides and hooks you in the face.
Motherfuckers.
Let me see how much.
Don't worry.
Leave our cat alone.
See what the damage is.
Ouchie.
As you take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I can do that. Give me a second.
They hurt our cat. We fucking killed him then.
Our pet, no. The Mew Mew. It's broken.
It's broken.
Come on, little alley cat. How about we spay you? Do everybody a favor.
Well, fucking try, bitch. And I guess
Isaki, it is your turn.
Oh wait, it's my turn?
Yes.
I had the 14 though.
Wait, what about Dexter?
Actually, wait, yeah. I need to reorder the initiative. Some of you guys didn't click your tokens when you did that.
Oh,
Okay.
did I do?
Because there was
No,
no.
you clicked
Oh,
your tokens,
wait.
Matt. You did right. You did good, Matt.
Oh, good. Okay, I've never used this before.
Wait, how does that work? Oh.
You're supposed to click your token and then roll your initiative, and then it will automatically assign you to the order.
Oh.
1 second. I'm going to add you guys to the turn order, then you can just manually enter it.
Okay.
Okay, who is missing? Karya's
It is-
arrived.
The Mew Mew is missing.
Ah, yes.
Mew Mew.
Mir is
And
missing.
the Mew Mew.
So yeah, just manually enter your initiative, and actually, I will do that instead.
Oh,
It's a 19 for Dexter.
hey Julian,
Hey,
how you doing, bud?
doing dandy.
And
Trying to
for
figure out
Miar,
exactly what I want to do here.
Miar, did you roll initiative? You didn't.
I did it.
I don't see it.
It's up here. It's a 14.
It's not
Just
show-
above your first initiative roll.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry.
I
I didn't
see.
see your name directly above it. I am particularly perceptive today. Okay.
It's fine. It's getting late.
Mm.
Yeah, it is just about 11. Yeah, so we'll say Leonids have had their turn. Dexter, it is your turn.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
It's the jewels we have here is the fairy.
I'm going. Can I?
Hello there. I'm Julia. Nice to meet you.
How far away are they from me?
Let's just say within range.
Within range.
For
Okay.
like 5 feet.
They're like between like 15 to 20 feet at most.
I'm gonna move maybe like up to, like, from here up to here.
Okay. So within poking distance, if you had a spear.
Within poking distance. And I'm gonna take out my dagger
Okay.
for right now.
Damn.
Is there anything else you would wish to do?
Am I able to do anything else?
Yeah, I mean that's barely an action.
I guess I'll go to land a stab wound if I
Okay.
can get close enough.
Oh fuck, we shanking bitches.
Who you shake?
From bar fight
I
to
mean,
shank
I
fest.
just
I mean, I
saw
was
the
also a bit
shit
shocked.
out of my teammate. Granted, I might not trust you guys. He might not trust you guys that much, but you're not gonna let her.
That's true. That is our homie now.
Yeah.
He's our hammy.
Hammy.
What do I roll for dagger?
Also, we got another Julian in the chat. Julian.
Where
And
is
like that, I know. Excuse me, while I go take care of something real quick.
combat?
There can only be one.
There can
Oh,
only
there we
be
go. Dagger roll. I think.
And that will miss.
Yeah.
As you go for a stab, and then the Leonin snarls and goes, "You dare!"
Just protecting a friend.
Then you deserve to die as well.
Okay,
Bitches. Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so-
And
Well,
ooh
okay,
boy.
boys, let's choose
Okay,
violence.
so we're getting violent then.
Well, Dexter just tried to shank him in a bar
Yeah, I
fight.
Yeah, I know.
In Dexter's own words, in a fight, just do what's necessary.
it's just a bar fight. It's just a bit of a You're going for the kill. The fuck?
Dexter, there's that voice in your head. It's significantly darker in tone as says, "Turn them into boots."
Oh, good.
Okay. Bit talked about the, close to chanking here. Meow is focusing on the one with the bottle and giving him a bonk with the quarterstaff
Okay.
first.
All right, roll that damage.
Bonk.
And
So
immediately flurry of blows in there.
Question:
behind.
is it lethal or non-lethal damage? Are you trying
At
to
this
kill
point, he was tweeting murder Meow's claws out.
Oh, good.
Oh, I think someone just fucking died, Chief.
So, what do you call it? With a you didn't really have your quarterstaff with you when you were doing this. Instead, you pick up what do you call it? Isaki's broom out of his hands,
Oh no.
knock the broom bit off, and turn it into an impromptu quarterstaff, Jackie Chan style, and then proceed to limber as the cat you are. Then lean back, taking a step back to get momentum. Bring the quarterstaff or the broom handle around the world, basically, doing a sort of overhead over the back and then down. Just bring it down onto the Lenin's crown and brain him.
Oh, it's like The
There's
Walking Dead.
You bring it down on the skull. There's this horrible elastic moment where his face seems to just judder and wobble like jello as his whole body collapses in his face and his like the force forces his body down with the head as the pivot point, so his jaw slams into the wooden floorboards and his skull splits open.
You.
He's dead. No, yeah, he's dead.
Oh no.
Oh, fucking
So-
hell.
So we're going to prison. I'm just letting y'all know we're going to jail.
And Mia is also a bit short, with twonking and twinking and all of that. He didn't expect to actually kill a man. Kind of like, oh, fuck.
You did say claws out.
Yeah, but,
Alcohol.
when faced with the reality, it's a bit different,
Yeah, of course it is. Killing is always
Kinda
gonna
like,
be
oh,
shocking.
fuck.
Especially when you were just relaxing and drinking a moment ago. It's a real
Yeah.
whiplash.
Alcohol, one hell of a thing.
Yeah.
We're going to jail.
Now, Isaki, they did
It's
warn you
alright.
you might have to mop up brains and blood every once in a while.
Have fun, Mr. Janitor.
Too bad your broom slash
I'll
mop is
cause the
gone.
mess. I'll also clean it up. It's okay. I already do it.
So, Mira, is
I
there
mean,
anything
it
else
took
you
your
wish to do?
broom. The fuck?
You did mention you got a flurry of blows. Or you just
I
be
mean,
shocked
the
at this
man's
moment.
already dead.
True. So yeah. Isaki. There is now more of a mess on the floor. Also, someone's
My
dead.
bad.
My bad. My
I'm
bad.
gonna, well, I'm gonna have to clean that up. Okay, so are the Leonin individual or where they? What did you call them again?
Lenin.
Leonid.
Leonine.
Yo,
Do they
they
still
leaning.
look like they're? Or do they look like they're about to fucking get the fuck out of Dodge now? Or do they still? Or
No,
are they still gonna?
they
fucking
look
fight?
angry.
Shit. They're gonna. Oh no.
They look like they're about 2 seconds away from ripping Niar's heart out if they can.
They can
Oh.
try.
They can
Okay,
try
so
it.
I'm gonna go with the old smart option, I guess. I'm not gonna hit the rock as Isaki once did when I was younger. So, which Isaki's gonna take off one of his spell tags, take one of his fingers and sort of I guess cut it open a little bit with his like top teeth to where a little bit of blood comes out. It's gonna put it on the. It's gonna put it on the spell tag. Say a slur in his native tongue and cast Bane, or not a slur, a fucking.
I'm telling.
Not a slur. I am actually
Um,
racist. Fuck a swear.
A
I
curse.
swear,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
I'm calling the NAACP and you're going down.
Kill me. I'm so sorry, but yes, I'm gonna cast Bane.
Just call him something like a hairball or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, so you mutter a curse in your native tongue, which sounds probably a little bit like Helvetis Vito Satana, and then hurl it at him and cast Bane.
It's actually to the two of them.
Two of them, yes. Right, they must make a charisma saving throw. Okay. They have. 2d20. Okay, someone has fucked up the rolling system for the new Roll20 update.
It's 10. They both roll a 10.
You both roll a 10. So that's 11 on both, so that would definitely fails on both.
Yeah, so every time they make an attack or saving throw, they need to subtract a 1d4 from that, baby.
Nice. Okay. And that is your turn, correct?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. Lamusi.
Oh, wait. Is it? Yeah, no, it's an action. Okay, yep.
All right, let me
Is
see.
it-
Let me see
Broken
that.
territory, it's done.
All right, let me see. He decides to cast a spell. At which one? No. This doesn't really matter to Lucy. They decide to use. No, that's not how it works. This one. Yeah, Halloween Curse.
Ooh. Halloween curse. They must make a dex saving throw. Which one would you wish to target?
Let's go for the sake of mapness, the one on top.
Okay. In that case, +2. It's an 11. It will fail. You could roll me as an it fails its save. So yes.
Okay.
You roll me a 1d12 for the damage.
1d12. So okay, spell slots go down by 1.
Oh, you would have also had to subtract a 1d4 from that. Damn, he would have fucking. Oof.
So then I roll d12.
No! These guys don't have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord, guys.
Okay.
Delicious.
So,
Delicious.
so Lamusi, floating off to the side, you kind of flutter from the table, as Christella, who was previously off to the side having her own thimble of drink, is now at your side once more. And then the candles hanging from your hat flare with a purple light for a moment. There's a shine of something under the brim of your hat that others cannot quite see. As you bring up a finger and mutter something in a language that goes past everybody here completely. But whatever you say, the room immediately drops about 5 degrees in temperature. As the Leonin, who was previously cursing and swearing and like voicing an oath to disembowel Miar for slaying his battle brother in cold blood, immediately stops, heaves, and then the previously muscular feline face withers, contracts, and the entire body pulls into itself in a fetal position as it drops to the floor and withers into a desiccated corpse.
Okay, that one wasn't me though.
Don't
So-
fuck with the Fae.
God.
So, they're dead, correct?
Dead.
Yeah, that one's dead.
Dead.
Of course they're fucking
It was
dead.
exactly 11 8. He had exactly 11 HP.
Oh, lovely. So I gotta hold on. I gotta find out how the I gotta remember how the temporary HP I get works. Hold on. Because technically I land the killing blow on something, so and one of my passive thingies, if I remember correctly, is I get temp HP from that. I know hollow. Your soul, but when you creature hits 0 HP, you drain some of its life force and gain temporary HP equal to my witch level plus my charisma modifier. So that means I'm level 3.
And your charisma modifier
charisma.
is 4?
+4, I think.
So that's 7. That's 7, right?
You have 7
Yeah, charisma
temporary
modifier-
HP.
Yeah, sweet.
As Lamusi is now lit in sort of a purplish corona outline along his body.
Fucking hell, you're scary, little man.
Christelle watches the Leon as he caves in on himself and just draws into this hollow, horrifying parody of a creature's facsimile. Herself just kind of draws back and cackles.
Lucy delivers a quote at this time, going, "Oh, how's that? So, how's that feel to be hollow?"
He's responding in a bonfire right now.
Okay, this may be escalating shit a bit, so,
Mallory,
you know?
you have some stiff competition here. How are you going to make things worse?
Kill them, kill them.
Oh my goodness.
Quick question, real quick, before Mallory does that. Sorry. How long does temp HP last for?
An hour or until overwritten by some other temp HP.
Okay.
I think we're good, Chief, unless we're about to fight the whole village.
Mm,
That would be most unrighteous, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that'll be most unrighteous, bro.
I mean, Carrier's sleeping, the fuck?
That is true.
He's probably gonna be waking up.
Julian sucked out the lion person's righteousness.
Yes.
This is
Well,
what
meanwhile-
happens when you're unrighteous.
Meanwhile, Karya is waking up. I smell blood. So, Mallory, what do you hope to do?
I guess I'll cast I'll cast Sapping Sting. I don't want to be a murderer yet.
Yet!
Yeah.
If it's a saving throw, they have to subtract 1d4 from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which it is.
One creature. Range the target must succeed on a con save. Okay. Which is basically a fortitude
Oh,
save.
hey, look, another necrotic damage user. Brother in arms.
Oh, and they get knocked prone too. Oh.
Oh wow.
I
The last one doesn't have a good day today.
That's a 10.
God, these guys did not get to have fun. These Leonins.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
go
there's
ahead.
only one left.
you can go ahead and roll me that damage.
Oh, yes. It's 1d4.
Yep.
I think I have that. That was
This is
So
a
we did.
this is a spell, correct?
Full damage.
No,
Uh,
it's a cantrip. It looks like.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah, in which case, yes, you deal 4 necrotic damage, and the last Leonin standing is no longer standing as he falls to the floor. As he project out a golden dart that infiltrates its way into the Leonid's thigh, and then it loses the strength in its legs, and it collapses to the floor.
Oh, another cripple user. I see. A brother in arms.
Is Karya up and awake to rip and tear until it's all done?
Karya, can I get a con save from you?
Yes, you can. Or maybe.
I was gonna use my bonus action to give Miar a d6 to heal their HP.
I think that's a 15. Oh, it was a con save? My
Yes.
apologies.
Yeah.
Con save.
Ooh, I have to roll a d6 or do you?
Oh, well, that was even worse. Okay.
Carrie is still doing the sleep.
Kara, when he wakes up. So, guys, what happened here?
Oh God!
We're gonna go to prison!
I'm just gonna shrug.
Welcomed us and
Yeah, so Karya, you just kind of you're still stuck in the limbo of semi consciousness and that most unrighteous feeling.
No, he's taking a nap.
Most unrighteous.
Unrighteous, dude. So Dexter,
Unrighteous.
Yes,
they interrupted our drinking.
they did.
Boots.
maybe don't shank him.
Big fluffy boots.
Tank.
you.
And him!
Finish him.
Because if you don't finish that cat, I will.
That sounded a little more sultry
Fucking
than I think I
hell.
wanted it to.
The fucking Miwa has been a naughty boy, Julie.
Hold on, checking.
God.
If that damn Leon is not dead by the time it's my turn, I'm going to have myself a new cat.
Oh.
See, y'all are
Can I-
lucky the Kari is still sleeping because he might beat both your asses right now. He's gonna be mad, guys.
And to be
Can I-
fair, I
can
didn't
I-
expect it to
can I-
escalate that badly.
Can I use my dagger again and just try to aim for the throat?
Fucking hell.
Sure. Go ahead.
Wouldn't that be with advantage because they're not prone? I think.
Yes, it would.
Fucking hell.
With what was it?
Advantage.
I made it worse.
With advantage.
You made
Yeah,
it.
the one was dead.
You're an accessory to murder.
Okay,
Wait.
roll
that-
again.
Thank you.
Please.
That'll hit.
Oh,
Roll damage.
what is the damage for a dagger?
1d4 plus
1d4.
1d4.
Yep.
Yeah, 1d4 plus, I believe, dex, because it's a finesse weapon.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Where are dice roll?
On the
Wait,
left.
how do I? Oh, there we go. 1d4.
1d4 plus 3, maybe? I'm not sure.
I think it's
Should be. Yeah, it should be plus 3 because, yeah, proficiency bonus is 2.
Oh, damn.
7 damage plus the 4. Yeah. As you then, turn the tables on the lion by pouncing it and just drive the dagger into his throat. And he's dead.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
y'all are
Combat
real
is-
lucky Kari didn't wake up.
Combat
y'all.
is over.
Enemy felled.
What was that?
Kari, I'm just really glad that Karia didn't wake up.
Oh god.
I should run. We should run.
As-
We should run. We should run. We should run.
So, as
What's that?
Dexter, as you stand up from your position on the Leonid's body, the bar is very quiet.
I'm.
All of you, if you were to cast a look around, you see mixed looks from people. As some of them feel unsure about how to regard you. The turtles, on the other hand, they're kind of looking to each other and going, bruh. Most brutal, bruh.
That was brutal, bruh.
The turtles kind of don't care.
They don't care.
They're too high for that.
They all stand up and go, you know, if they actually were going to give you any problems, we were going to get up and join you, bro. But damn, you guys make quick work.
I love the turtles.
I didn't want to. Fuck.
Who cares?
My mom.
It's like like the Don just goes, who cares? They were a bunch of pirates anyway.
Oh, good. Immediately the mana switches. Like, for the moment, Mia's ears completely back, like, completely scared cat. Ears perked back up. Oh well. Then fuck
Lee,
them.
Do you know what?
Lee, for his part, kind of comes up to you, Miar, and throws an arm around your shoulder and goes, now, it's still kind of... I know, like, work's illegal and all that, so we don't really have anything in the way of law enforcement right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you shouldn't have said that.
But it's still kind of, like, uncool to make
Yeah,
a mess
I'm
like that.
incredibly sorry. I mean, I wanted
Oh,
to
no, it's fine, dude.
fuck them up, but
Yeah, man.
right.
You messed them up, something fierce.
And I kind of turned back to the fairy and then to Dexter.
Like Lee goes for his part. He like points to Dawn and says, like, dude, if you just teach my brother a couple things about how to wave a stick around. Like, well, screw you, brother. Screw you, bro. I had on my stick just fine.
Hold on. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also have another thing. I want to ask if I can do something in a minute.
Yeah, one of that I can do in action.
Sure.
Can Lucy Grin slowly turn towards Miar and point at Miar without doing the spell?
Immediately with four pistols and Mia freezes up, waiting for the worst.
Just to spook him.
Basically doing the equivalent of doing the magic evil eye without actually casting a spell.
Yep. This goes.
Leading to the turtle that has a arm over my shoulder. Where can I buy iron?
Lucy goes, "Oh, I'm just joking with you. I never do that to you."
And that hurts me as well.
Looks at the creature on the what once was a leaning on the ground. Didn't really expect that one to happen to that little right there though. Yeesh.
I mean, the least we can do is help, clean this mess up.
Actually, speaking of that,
I'm sorry about your broom.
can I start taking the bodies and putting them outside and casting like mold earth to where I can just move some dirt out of the ground and start making a little hole to put them all in?
That's
Oh, good. Murder and hiding the evidence.
No, I'm not hiding.
It's giving them a proper burial.
That's a proper
I mean,
burial.
I am the cleric here. If I'm the one to do it.
Yo, you got gentle repose?
No, but I'm just gonna bury them nonetheless.
no. See,
Could I use healing word on VR?
Sure.
Since she got damage earlier.
Thank you.
We're welcome.
Oh, it was a good healing word.
yes.
Very
Oh, my
inspiring.
beautiful.
Whip up like a little potion thinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay. The turtle with his arm around Miar, as Dexter administers some first aid. I was like, don't worry about the mess now. Your friend's gonna have to worry about that because he's gonna be the one to have to mop up the blood. But
I will help him. Of course I will.
that's real cool of you, bro. Yeah. Now, don't worry about the bodies. We have a solution for that.
Isaki's already burying them.
Community service.
Because if you don't notice,
Isaki's just
we don't exactly have any graveyards here.
Oh, we throw them out to sea.
No. Then they just wash up back on the shore as bloated bodies. Nobody wants to look at that. Really harshes the vibe, dude.
Nah.
No, what we do
so
is we
Isaki's
throw them
just
in the
gonna
shark
look up-
pit.
Oh,
What?
whoa! Isaki's just outside making the hole. He's like, should I stop then?
You're cool, dude.
Okay.
What's it called? Lucy floats to one of the turtles and says, "Yo, what's that? I say, I thought the unrighteousness from them." as an attempt to not as an attempt to make a joke and not seem like a murderous fairy.
But he
Even
is
though
a
that-
murderous fairy.
Yeah, the orange
Yeah,
one is
it
it's
makes-
going to look you up and down at the purple hue around your outline, and goes like, does that like make you like super unrighteous then?
Damn.
Huh. Didn't really think about it like that now, did I?
Disrespected.
Huh. Lucy goes, scratches her head and goes, "Go away after a bit. The unrighteousness."
Ah, I see. Purge.
Is there a way to can I get rid of the temp HP manually?
You can. I'm gonna say dispel it basically.
Cool. So Lemusia snaps their fingers and gets rid of their temp HP.
Oh, now the harsh vibes out. Damn. All that bad juju's in the air. Right.
Whoops.
Anyway, well, so now we get to do the honors and show you guys the closest thing anybody gets to a burial around here.
How
Oh
delightful.
no.
We're gonna smash cut to 10 minutes from now. After all the blood and brains is cleaned up. To a pile of 3 dead Leonins, which had been carted over by the Tortles. As you're now standing over on a high platform, over a basically some parts of the village stretch out into the water. 1 second, I need to check something. Not that.
Well, that's great. I now have a funny point that only my team will understand is scary. Slowly points at Isaki.
Wait, why are you pointing at me?
As a joke. No, that's a joke. Saying it's funny now that my points are actually scary to you guys.
Point of doom.
Damn, I've lost the name for it. Okay, I have to go as I can.
Batteries.
Sorry about this. Right, okay. Back on that. I have to move on. Right, so you're staying on a wooden platform on one of the overwater village sections. So it's a series of ports and what do you call it? Boardwalks and piers and such. And positioned in a rounder section is a large circular opening of water. And extending over that is a high sort of staircase with a platform at the end of it, held up on stilts. Now, everywhere around this section, none of the buildings here look residential or entertainment focused. In fact, some of them even look like temples. With the way that they're decorated, you see signs of different gods. Chiefly, one of the biggest buildings, set on a large rock, crusted in different types of coral, is a three-branch building with with a big, merrily decorated sign on the front, made out of coral and seashells, starfishes, and other aquatic paraphernalia. It says Temple of the Wheel. That is with a W-E-A-L. Now you're standing on top of the high-rise platform with the pile of 3 leonins and the 4 turtles next to you. As they turn to you and say, "And now you do the honors."
Oh, alright.
Duncan.
So, what do you do?
Like,
What do all of you do?
I guess I'll do a little funeral ceremony for him if needed.
I believe I'm still asleep.
Yeah,
Karia at
We
this
like
point,
the boys.
Karia at this point, I think you would have woken to consciousness, but you're still feeling bleary and awful.
Question. I cast cantrip. I think it's minor illusion to make it sound like a fucking funeral rite is playing. Funeral rite is
You're
playing.
playing a dirge
Yes.
or requiem.
Actually, I can play my actual. I can play my actual instrument. Hold on.
Oh God, no!
I can play my actual.
I love that we both have war flashbacks. You know, when anyone goes, I pull my
Yes,
instrument out. Oh God, no!
our dear dwarf friend.
Oh. I can play my Sometimes I still hear his terrible lute.
I now play.
Oh God,
A sad sounding song to help pay homage to these Leonins. As
even though he kills
Isaki,
one.
hey, that's not important here. Even as Isaki attempts to give them a proper burial rite of some kind.
What instrument are you playing?
Horn.
Ah, yes, the horn. We're dooting.
Yep.
God.
Yes.
Hold up.
And while Isaki says a prayer and a burial rite for the Leonins, would anybody else like to contribute something? Ikari, you are feeling dehydrated and tired, and there's dead bodies now.
It's a long story. We can explain.
We can explain
Yeah.
Actually, a
Karia.
very short story. It happened in the space of 6 seconds.
That is true. Literally within 6 seconds, you murdered 3 people.
Okay, listen.
Fun. It was pretty fun.
It was an accident, okay? I mean, one of them was an accident. The rest of them, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this fairy.
You know, I guess I just shouldn't be shocked that people like this are everywhere. And Kari will just kind of just ignore and just kind of walk past and lean down to the mush and 2 bodies and kind of go, "Yeah, I'm sorry, it had to get to here." And then very simply turn, look over at everybody who contributed, and just kind of shake his head and go, "Can't just," and just kind of walk right past him.
Fuck. The
Can I like mentally
disappointment.
consult my god and ask you, did we do a bad?
Are we the baddies?
Are we the
What is
baddies?
it? I haven't gotten a disappointed dad since my dad.
Let me
Fuck.
see. Let me see. Shrugs and says, they started it. We finished it.
Upon
we are-
hearing that, because Kari ain't gone yet.
Yeah, Mia would move to get rid of the bodies.
Okay. The turtles indicate that you should throw it off the platform.
He does. Yeet.
Okay.
Yeet.
So the first body goes over the side, and as the turtles kind of ooh and ah, as then from the water, several figures then shoot from the surface. As you see, semi-humanoids with fish tails look to be dark-skinned merfolk of some sort, like dark-scaled merfolk, and their teeth glisten in the summer sun as they then tackle the leaning corpse halfway before he even gets halfway to the water, and then brings it down into the water, and they disappear as all that's left is a growing, spreading red on the surface of the water.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I mean, they have to eat too, I guess, and Mia would take care of the rest.
The turtles nod at Miar's wisdom. The next one goes down.
It's not that Mia is not feeling a little bit fucked up, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, boys.
And Dexter will give me a pat on the shoulder.
I mean, at least they tried to fight violently.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably going to kill you also in the long
Yeah,
run.
probably, yeah. Fucking lion idiot.
And considering they were pirates,
Let's not speak of that anymore. And yeah. Off the bodies go. Yeet.
If it makes you feel better, if I was younger, I would probably have done much worse.
I'm not sure if it makes me feel better, but I thank you for the effort.
Next one goes over the side, and once more it again is tackled by more fish folk.
And yeah, the last one also, whatever's left of him, like one of them was only, a dried out husk.
Yep. As he's thrown into the water.
Jerky?
Again, it is tackled midair, brought below the surface, but rather than a growing puddle of blood like it was the last one, this frothing ensues where before the surface of the water seems to foam. And then soon you see three fish women with dark scales on their tails and pale, like very pale skin and dark hair, all kind of with their teeth pulling at the body and only pulling away flakes and strips of skin and withered muscle. They all spit it out. You hear the sickening crack of dried out tendons being pulled out of sockets. And then there's cursing in a language you don't understand, unless some of you speak Aquan.
I am a.
Wait,
even
no, I was primordial. I chose primordial and celestial.
I know Terran, and I know that's related. Could I pick up like the occasional few words here and there?
Sure. You hear things along the lines of, well, shit and garbage and inedible.
Yeah, I was kind of still. He doesn't understand what they're saying, but he's kind of calling down. Sorry.
Lucy watches this.
The worst bit is the dried up bits of the body are left there to float on the surface.
Ew.
And they start to soak up the water. It turns into. Well, I want to spare people the description of what happens when a body bloats, but.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. And
So
but after they've hydrated, the merfolk don't come back for it.
Lucy
Isaki was
watches
more
it.
from AR as well.
What's it called? Lamuzi watches this, unable to understand what they're saying, but can feel the anger. Laughs a bit. themselves.
Don't mock them.
Yeah, they were quite vulgar with their speech, if I'm being honest.
Uh, I could have guessed as much considering,
Mhm.
the tone. But thank you for clarifying.
I could only pick up bits here and there. I speak Terran, which I think is maybe related.
Oh, I never spent really much time with learning too many languages. So it's
So-
appreciated to know more.
With that, the turtles after staring over the edge for a little while and oohing and eyeing, turn to you guys and go, so you've really started to soak up the culture. You've learned our burial rites. You've learned about our drinks and our parties. Well, it's not a hell of a lot more right now, considering it's the summer festival, but
It's already cool.
it's an experience, right?
Yeah.
Will there be any legal issues once everything gets back in order?
Nah. I just kind of wave and goes, no, it's not going to happen.
Actually, what is this place like when it's busy, anyways, like with no festivities and such?
Oh, well, it's still pretty chill, pretty laid back. A lot of stuff flowing through. We get a lot of trade, a lot of visitors from all over the place, especially in like we're like the only place that the underwater cities want to trade with because all the other countries are dicks.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Fair.
Also because, they don't want to talk to anybody that spends like 99% of their lives outside of the water. I don't understand it, honestly, because land and sea are both pretty rad, but some people. We don't really care. Everybody gets to we think everybody should be allowed to do what they want with their lives. Total freedom. Like me under this skirt. Yeah. So yeah, we get all sorts of things coming through here. We got ships from the dwarves that come in, the big metal ones. Though we had to apparently a while back we had to tell them raiding the ships in the harbor wasn't an okay thing to do because apparently they think a ship that's been left unoccupied is free takens, which I mean it's fair enough, but this is our turf.
That's
So,
fair.
we don't like when stuff like that happens here. It's bad for business. They we also get like we had a couple. One moment.
So I take it.
We had a
take it
couple.
those-
At one point, we had like one of them big tree ships come through once. That was real interesting. Yeah,
I've been on one before.
yeah, like full of elves. Not bad people. They brought rice with them, which was really cool. Haven't had that in a while.
Just wait till you live with them for a few years.
Oh, dude, I'd like to try that, but then I have to leave here, and that'd just be kind of lame. Then oh yeah, and then there was the vampire ship.
What?
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 Yeah, them Mordanis. Yeah, the Lee looks over to the Dawn and goes like, "Yeah, the Mordanis, really cool folks." You guys don't actually. I think like the two people may have ended up hearing about them. That would be, what do you call it? Miar and Dexter can give me a history roll if they so wish.
All right.
Sure.
How long has this group of
Yep.
people been around for?
Long enough that I actually might give Lamusi a chance.
So a history roll?
Yes.
Wait, where's my?
Hey, there we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Disappear. There we go.
Is Karya just being angry at the whole party right now?
Yes, he is currently packing his things.
Oh,
Oh wait.
So
Don't
Dexter,
leave, no.
so Dexter, you know the Mordani Confederacy, that being this area here. the black area, as being a nation of vampires that are both fully functional, a contributing member of the global society, and famed for their impartiality, brokering abilities, and running the single biggest gold standard based, we call it cash reserve, money reserve, where they're the only country in the world allowed to mint gold, copper, and silver coins.
Oh, the Merchants Guild.
They are the Merchants Guild. They also are famed and in fact have spells that they have created where a sufficiently powerful spellcaster can summon a vampire lawyer who will serve them unerringly. Say we call it. It's what Dexter knew cut off right around the whole vampire kingdom. We call it Lamusi, what you're recalling, and what you're kind of getting from little faint past memories is the vampire you ran into before, the financier who served the Lich, probably was a Mordani hired by the Lich. These vampires, this is an entire culture of nation of vampires and undead who have a rigorous, cutthroat, and impartial legal system, merchant system. They maintain strict neutrality, and they apparently were at some point originally we call it a colonial mission, where originally it was a group of folks from the south down in Aerodine, in this area, that settled that area, were either vampires beforehand or became vampires afterwards, then settled here, became independent, and succeeded, despite being both vampires and part of one of the ex-members of one of the largest empires in the world. One that is one that puts a very light-focused religion at their head. So these vampires have they have spells that let you summon a vampire lawyer who will serve you unerringly, impartially, and works by the hour, charging a quart of blood per hour. They are very skilled in mathematics, law, and they know every law book that exists in the world inside out. And if they don't know one, they will learn it so as to better fulfill their duties. The only thing is, they are also incorruptible. So you can't bribe one. You can only
fair.
Yeah. So, which is why they are trusted. They are like if Switzerland was actually completely neutral.
So, I have a question. When do I get my hands on one of those funny lawyer summoning spells?
Oh no.
Well, you mean when do you get your hands on one again?
Again, yeah, I figured I had.
You have in several lives required that spell, and has in several lives gotten you out of a jam. In one life, you didn't have the blood. Sorry, you didn't have enough blood to pay, so you ended up getting sucked dry.
That sounds about right.
Oh.
I got turned into jerky one time.
Yep, because most people who use those spells have the good sense of knowing that it doesn't necessarily have to be your blood. You're a fairy. You don't they charge by the quart, and a fairy doesn't have a lot of blood in them.
Looks at my team. Look at my team with malicious intent.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
That being a tangent aside from the vampire ship that came in, the turtles just kind of going like, they were pretty cool dudes. They weren't super for the sun, but they really did like the drinks. It's just Bloody Marys, one after another.
Were they disappointed when they found out there was no actual blood in them?
Oh, a little bit, but they said that still, it's like what do you call it? You know, they use the sucking sensation when they drink to sort of like help keep the cravings away. Some vampires go like vegetarian or something. That's how they do it. They drink like coffee and stuff. And they use the drinking feeling to help get rid of the we call it the the craving and stuff, bro.
Damn.
I love them so much.
After that, though, can Isaki sort of walk towards Karya? The Engi boy?
Sure.
Angrily packing his backpack, which is already packed.
Oh, can Mallory go there too?
Oh. Yeah, Mallory, when you start to approach Karya, Emily speaks up and says, "He's been through quite a lot."
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, you seem rather miffed.
Were you a part of the brawl too? I can assume.
I mean, I didn't physically hurt them, but I made it to where they weren't going to be as effective in fighting, I guess you could say. I didn't expect for one's brains to get spilled out, one to be turned into a literal husk,
Man.
and then another one to get its throat violently slashed out.
Yeah, to be fair, neither did I expect that.
You just hit him real good. You were like, "Oh no, I don't know my own strength."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's great. So you probably at least could have tried to stop him. It's fine, you know. It's kind of what I'm used to seeing at this point. So I realize I shouldn't have hung around as long as I did. So maybe I
Carry
should
on.
take my leave.
I mean, I don't say leave. I mean, if there yes, there could have possibly been a peaceful situation, but it was in the heat of the moment, and if we didn't
And
intervene, well, he would have
if
been dead.
no, see, that's where you misunderstand that. You know, if in the heat of the moment your first instinct is to kill, then maybe it's your instincts that you should be considering. But it's Kari's just kind of gonna shake his
Well,
head.
my
And,
first instinct was to kill. My first instinct was to help.
yeah,
Carry on.
I didn't expect there to be a killing, but it happened.
yeah, we are. Yeah, what's up?
Carrie, I'm incredibly sorry. Not only towards you that you have to put up with our bullshit, but also that it escalated that quickly and truly. Usually a bar fight is just,
No,
much talking, few hands throwing
yeah,
around,
no,
no one getting killed or shanked or whatever. I'm honestly shocked about myself that that's happened. So
well, let me just say, I think maybe I'm just the defining factor here because it seems like everywhere I go, bloodshed kind of seems
no,
to.
no, 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 no. This is not about
That's not.
you. Were passed out, drunk.
Which means I could have stopped something. So
Could you have? Could you have really? And kind of looking towards the ferry, we all did. Yeah, he was bloodthirsty as fuck. Couldn't have. Well, I mean, to be fair, what escalated everything was probably our young chemical friend coming in with the knife. Me
Sorry.
putting it's fine.
Sorry.
You try to help. You try to help. You didn't know better, but also me putting way too much force into the punches when I shouldn't have.
Grizel
It's
chimes over
not
the.
about you. It's just a series of very unfortunate escalations that shouldn't have happened at all.
Grizel, for her part, is currently lying back on Lamusi's hat. On top of his head, and reclining there, is going to say, "Let me tell you something that I have learned while I've been with this dipshit here." And she has completely dropped the accent. Like, let me tell you something. Your actions don't matter.
Wow.
whatever you do, people are going to die. I think, let me be very upfront with you. I think it's incredibly self righteous and vain of you to think that your actions matter enough that you could have stopped that. Yeah, you talked the dragon down, but let's be honest, he probably wasn't in the mood for killing us. I think you have to be really full of yourself to think that even if you were conscious for that, that you could have somehow averted that bloodshed.
Kari's gonna go quiet for a moment, and he's gonna stand, just kind of up to his full height. He's gonna kind of take a moment, and then turn and go, you know, maybe you're right. You know, maybe I couldn't have stopped it. Maybe it would have been completely pointless. Maybe I would have gotten stabbed again. I would have been fine with that. But I think that it goes to show that you really, at the end of the day, are just a walking notebook to feel as though your actions don't matter at this point, and to claim that most of all that nothing matters. Yeah, they were pirates. I don't really get what that word means. I've heard it flown around plenty of times, and when I've been working on these ships, but I don't care. Maybe you've gone numb to the fact that your friend here, if I can just clap enough, he'll pop like a balloon and then he'll come back.
And
But
all
most
that.
people don't get that luxury. And, maybe I'm not cut out for this, and maybe I should just go back home. I don't know. But the moment that I stop telling myself that my actions don't matter, that goes to show that all the people that died, when I could have, maybe it doesn't. So fine. Yeah, you win, Grisella. And most of all, I think that goes to show simple enough the dichotomy of all this, I guess, is that you stopped caring a long time ago, and I just started caring. So yeah, maybe I'm a little miffed, and I think I have a right to be. And
Okay.
that's enough.
Okay. Let me correct something here. I never cared. In fact, if I could die right now and not come back with this dipshit, I would be the happiest sprite in the world. My actions don't matter. And they never have, because no matter what I do, we both die and we both come back. And we come back 200 years later or 10 years later, everything's changed. All the things we changed back when we were alive had no effect in the long run. Because what people tell you about butterflies is a load of bullshit. But here's this. I will say one thing. It's nice to see you actually have a spine.
Oh shit.
See, if you put that to use, your actions might actually make a difference. Consider that.
I will.
Lucy chimes in. Them too losing their accent, speaking in an actual, strangely more professional sounding voice.
I like that they're
Goes-
just faking their accents.
Oh yes, for sure.
No.
The bad
we
Irish,
suppose-
the bad Irish accent is bad for a reason.
Exactly. Hey, my accent's pretty good, you.
Eh.
Anyways, jokes aside,
Emotional damage.
Lamusi goes, all right, listen here. What Gristel says is true. However, Gristel has gone the wrong way in saying it. Your actions do matter in the current moment. They do. However, in the long run, they do not. As Gristel has said, and as I have learned as well, we do die over and over. Yet, yes, I do get to come back. But that doesn't mean anything to me because every time I come back, I know nothing. I'm only while going out do I get to pick up bits and pieces of what I already had. And as such, because I've had it, it's no longer truly mine. whatever I've done in the past, people I've met, things I've done, they too don't matter. But at the end of the day, they also matter to some extent because, while Grisel is coarse and rough with their words, they do make a point. The butterfly effect does not exist. It's just a way to let people imagine things in a way sense. And I'm losing myself in this, but what I'm trying to say is, let me tell you this. During that bar fight, I originally was going to cause a loud ass sound in all their ears with a minor illusion that'll maybe shock them, sober them up, maybe to not get them attacked. But since unfortunately Miar here did kill with one hit, I
And
had
then
to
you're
immediately
spotted.
change. It happens, unfortunately. Um,
Mm.
I'm no privy better than that either. But I wanted to just make a loud noise to distract them, to stop the fighting. But as soon as the person was killed, circumstances changed, and I needed to change my course of action as well. As soon as blood was spilled, peace was no longer an option. No matter what, no matter your talking skills, no matter what you use, blood was going to be spilled. More blood was going to be spilled, and unfortunately, that's just the way of things. So, what I ask you, um, was it Kiara? No,
All right.
Karia.
Karia. Sorry. Now, here I ask you, Karia. Please look at the current moment and realize your feelings do matter. They do. But please also you got to realize that caring, while it does get you far, it also makes you unable to see other things as well. The other side of others' actions. So please take a moment, take a breather, calm down, and rethink your decisions. Rethink how you're feeling right now, and please don't do anything rash. Think things through. All right. And as they finish, they pretty much bap Grisel a little bit for their rude and coarse word choices.
I'm just fine. I'm sorry. Squirt does have a point, though. You're too busy beating yourself up or feeling sorry for yourself. You're never gonna get anything done.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I would say this: if it does make you feel better, maybe all of us next time we don't immediately go to beating the heads in. But if push comes to shove, um, well, he's gonna do a playful jabbing motion with his little spear. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good point. Some of you might actually be less learning resistant than this one here.
What's it called? Flexes my natural charisma, by the way.
um. So, yes, Kari, if you stay with us from now on, I will immediately go to stabbing someone. We'll instead try peace, but when peace fails, Kari, sometimes a little bit of blood has to be spilled.
Trust me, I'm aware. Just, yeah. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so angry, but you
It's-
gotta understand.
It's fine. You're allowed to be angry.
I'm gonna take a walk, and I don't know where you're all gonna be, but if you need me, I'm sure you'll find me. It's not a very big island. I think that's what it's called, archipelago. He's just kind of gonna he's just kind of gonna mimic what he heard the tortoise. The turtles say. Yeah. Nevertheless, I just need to go and just take a minute, and he's just
your minute.
he's just kind of whistle, just kind of go, Vair, and manifest from the egg his spectral drake, in a sense, and just
From a cloud of glittering purple diamond dust that manifests next to him, about the size of a large dog, I would say, or the size, yeah, Yeah, the size
Yeah,
of a large.
he's about he goes up to about Kari's like riff, not riff,
No,
yeah, his ribs.
Yeah. Size of a particularly large dog. A we call it a drake that's sleek, purple scaled, very feline in skeletal composition and in posture. Takes up a position next to him as they walk down the staircase. As Karia reaches the bottom of the staircase, set on going a little walk to think for himself, he passes by a tall metal man who gives him a little wave as he passes
Oh,
by.
God damn it, that
Right,
thing.
Coral's still
He's
around.
back.
Yeah, Coral's been at the bottom of that staircase watching all of this the entire time. A respectful 10-meter distance.
Respectful 10-meter distance.
Yo,
Well, one
Coral's
of
the Coral's the practitioner of if I stand very still, they can't see me.
Yes.
He thinks everyone's
did forget about him.
So yeah, as you're walking by, he kind of is with that same glass pane, smiling face lit by the glowing viewport. He just waves at you as you go by in a oddly jerky but jaunty fashion.
Oh, good. Kari will kind of give him a side glance and then go, hi, and then kind of wave. Somehow more natural than something. It's very jarring. It's something being more unnatural than Karia being awkward is very unnatural to him. So he's just kind of gonna wave normally and then just kind of shoot him a confused look.
Hello, you look troubled.
I'm kind of always troubled, not in like a sad kind of way. Just I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
From what I have gathered, talking helps when you are feeling troubled and your mind storms with thoughts. I see you are going on a walk. Would you need someone to listen to you?
Strange thing. Sure, why not? Why not?
He extends one big gloved fist and says, "My name is Coral."
Kara will kind of look down and go, "Oh yeah, right, the hand thing," and then grab his hand and go, "I'm Karia. This is Fahir."
Up and down. Well, nice to meet you, Karya. Let us walk then. You may speak to your heart's content. I will listen.
I would give my life for Coral.
With that,
Coral.
and with that, we're gonna cut away from that, and
Yeah.
the two of them just go on a walk on the beach, with Karya venting his inner thoughts to Coral. And then there's the guys at the top of the stairs. As the turtles are just kind of like their arms crossed, heads nodding slowly as they go, "Dude, heavy stuff, dude."
It's the most violent thing that's ever happened here before.
Here? No, we've had more violent.
Really?
Okay.
Well,
We get pirates and raids every now and then, but the Wheelbringers, they take good care of us.
wait, who are the
The Wheelbringers?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Give me a religion roll.
Oh god, oh fuck. Okay.
Come on, cleric.
Come on,
Do
Claire.
your thing, cleric.
I'm gonna roll a natural one. I'm calling it now. Oh no, 20.
Oh, hey, 20's not bad.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You would have heard about these. Like you didn't know about them in reference to Haven because you weren't fully privy to what Haven was. But you heard about the Wheelbringers from both people coming through, as well as some of your brothers in the temple talking about other priests and clerics they've met on their travels. And the
I take
difference.
it they go by a different name there, though.
No, because
Okay,
they're not worshipped over there. They're worshipped in
Okay.
Haven.
Okay.
So there is a primary sea deity. He is much worshipped in the world, though he is fairly indifferent because the ocean dominates much of the world. It's a fact of life. The god of the ocean doesn't need to care about worshippers. It is a fairly indifferent god. Though it is known to sometimes pay attention to large bases of worship or large sacrifices. That god is known as Laranoke. Laranoke.
Oh.
And then there's the three wheel bringers. That is wheel with a W-E-A-L, as in good fortune. The wheel bringers are three sisters who stand in complete opposition to Laranoke. Where Laranoke is indifferent and swallows sailors as readily as he'll protect them on the ocean, as the heavy current that Miar's lighthouse protected ships from in this section here, between the many steps and the Gadsrich continent there, is known as Laranoke's throat, because the heavy tides there constantly crash ships into the craggy rocks, so much so that the amount of wrecked ships has become an entire city and a small nation state down there called Woetide. The three wheelbringers do not want that for their people, and they stand completely in opposite of Laranoke. They are compassionate. They are involved in their worshippers' lives, even if the worshipper base is small, and the actual amount of land and water that they protect is small. They are potent, very much real, and they are described as maidens of great generosity and beauty. One is Dottie, the calm. Dottie of the calm. She is the one that keeps calm tides and keeps Laranoke's wrath in the waters at bay. There's Locke of the Bounty, who ensures that the people of Haven always have enough food and drink. The fish are always there. They never run out. Trade always comes through, and plenty is secure. And Cottus of the Cloud. Sorry, no, there's four wheelbringers. Sorry, there's four. Cottus of the Cloud, who keeps the skies completely clear, stops storms from coming in and ravaging. And Ronia of the Sunrise, who keeps the sun ever warm and present, the sands warm, and the days long, so that her people may enjoy them longer. In cooperation with one another, they stave off all of the ill that Laranoke may subject the city to, or that they may subject Haven to. So they are much loved by their people, even if their reach is small, but their worshipper base is rock solid. And it is a matter of fact that the summer festival, the summer wheel festival, is in honor of them. So yeah, little lore dump there.
Lore. I know about the goddesses that protect this place. Wow.
Wow, Lois.
So that was a way for a small bit of that. How much of that? Okay, so I know I heard all the bits about explaining the gods. Is that something only Isaki knows, or is that all we know, or is it only just Isaki?
Isaki only, since he made the religion check.
Okay.
If you're curious, he can explain it to you.
Okay.
Oh boy, can't wait to see how I mess with this god.
Also, it is about midnight, so we're gonna be wrapping up soon.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's an eventful session. So yeah, it's with this explained. I'm gonna say you guys are making your ways off of the funeral stage.
Mm-hmm.
The turtles will guide you guys back to the bar. This time now, clean of blood and brains.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's like a tooth embedded in the floor, though.
as you all sit around the table, No, it's pitchers of water instead of alcohol. On the assistance of the turtles, as they all sit around and go, you know, judging by your friend's reaction there, he might not want to stay here for a very long time, which is a real bummer, because we'd love to have you guys a little bit longer. You guys can always come back, I think, but I think his vacation's a little bit ruined. So, question is, where are you guys heading next?
Oh fuck! If that ain't the question.
That is a question.
Well,
That's where I wrap up, because between sessions, I'm going to, the party is going to make a decision. I'm going to lay out possible destinations and places they can head out to, or they can stay in Haven if they can come up with reasons, or if they just simply want to take an extended vacation. Because you guys are not on some big quest, you can just dally around if you so wish. And between sessions, you guys can choose one of the places you wish to head out to, and that's where I will prepare the next session to be.
okay.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Before. So wait, when's this festival?
Now, it's for the next week.
Oh, next week. Okay.
It is for the week. Yes.
Okay, then so for the week, let's see. Well, there's something else I was about to ask. What was it? What's for the week? Do we know this? Or
Yes.
do we know?
You've been
Okay.
told this.
Okay. All right. So with that, that's all my questions asked.
The question is, how are we gonna get off? Are we just gonna charter a boat?
I mean, the lions probably hit the boat.
Oh no!
Yeah, they could donate their boat to you.
Their stuff.
Yeah. Let's take their boat, customize it.
We did this. We don't need to tell Carrier, okay?
Yo, boat ride.
Hey, Vera, the real
Yeah,
boat
take the
is
boat.
the real boat is the corpses we murdered along the way.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, we got that boat as a present. Isn't that island nice?
I'll be totally honest with you. I would be 100% down to take that boat. We don't, just lie to
It's
the
become
boy.
now that the
Yeah, I
now that
was
the
gonna
previous
say-
owners are dead, it has become state property. Hey, you guys need a boat, right?
Fair point.
Isaki's like trying to make a little land raft right now. He's like, oh.
Okay. With that, well, yeah, no, Grim. This entire world has a lot of shoreline, a lot of ocean, and there's a lot of maritime trade and interaction between different nations. So yeah, one of the big things about this campaign is going to be getting a boat so they can personally travel wherever they want without having to constantly charter one. So yeah, a lot of time spent on open water, much to the Earth Priest's dismay.
Isaki's hugging a tree. We're actually like uprooting a tree so it can be on the so it can be on the fucking boat with them, so he has some earth to touch.
I was gonna say, could we just kind of like make Isaki like a pseudo vampire and get some like ground from his homeland so you feel a little more
Keep
comfortable?
that under his bed.
I'm not a Samisi, I don't think.
I should fucking hope not. Wrong world.
Yeah, long.
Yes.
I mean, we do have. There is practically a nation of Ventru in this world, so.
Well, that and Ventru, we call it Ventru, Tremere, we call it Toreadors, as well as plenty of Nosferatu. Anyway. Okay, so to my players, thank you very much for coming today.
Of course.
Of course.
Thank you very much for sticking through.
Problem, man.
Here we have Pebi playing Isaki,
Hello.
Tia playing Miar,
Yep.
Sully playing as Mallory,
Hi.
Corbin playing as Dexter,
Hi.
Jewel playing as Lamusi,
What are you doing now, laddie?
yeah,
God damn it.
and Matt playing as Sorry, as Karia.
Bitch
Hi,
misfits.
A set of,
sorry.
set of dysfunctional misfits who had a surprisingly emotional moment today, despite having something of a wild ride the last
Oh,
couple
wacky
sessions.
bar fight.
Wacky bar fight.
We've known each other for 3 days. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but this is the best kind of beach episode. Is one that actually results in character development rather than just fan service.
Yeah, we got a ton of character development today, I guess.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no, now Kari's gonna come back in a bikini, so it'll get the fan service before you. I'm kidding.
Yes.
Ooh, hell yeah!
He's
Can
gonna
we
be in a
get-
bikini, but he's gonna be soaking in the corner the entire time.
That's true. Yeah, he's gonna be in a
Cuddling-
sad
Is
cuddling
bikini.
by
Karia?
ear. But yes,
Yo,
um,
shit.
thank you all. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you to those of you who stuck around and chat and watched. And thank you to everybody that followed today for getting me over the mark so that I can start applying to for affiliate and see about getting some of the cool little doodads that comes with that. More for the chat's
Yeah,
entertainment than for anything else, really.
Yeah, man, congratulations. We hit 50.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
One of the things that people can use points on summon random Tarask.
see,
Not again.
actually considering doing something like that because there is a system called Stream Loots, as well as there's just simply the channel point system that allows you to throw cards up on the screen. Which
Yeah,
some channels do that, but generally they're bigger channels with like more of a consistent viewer base to participate. But I'm considering integrating something like that at some point so that the chat can have some sort of influence on the campaign and mess around with things a little bit, both giving
That
boons
sounds
and
fun.
banes.
Every time they hit like a certain bit level, they pull a card from the fucking deck of many things times 100. And the
No.
random happens.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the party gets sucked into the void.
Lucy.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
The Moosey. Home.
yeah. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Today we are in troubling, rough times nowadays. So everybody take care of each other.
Mhm.
I hope to see you all again, whether soon or not so soon. Doesn't matter to me. It's just nice to have people and to be kept company and shoot the shit, weave a story together, and have fun.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
With that, everybody have a lovely night. Take care of yourselves. And we're going to leave off with jumping over to the ending screen.
So who wants to lie to Karia about the ship?
I
Yeah.
will. I will. Me.
God damn it.
Part of the reason he brought out Vair is because if anyone followed him, he was going to have Vair bite them. So.
I was
Not
going to see
asking
if
to-
I was going to see if we could have make Grisel follow him. Like, hey, yo, Grisel, follow him.
And sudden.
really quick, I'm gonna try and see if I can get this feature to work because I am a fucking newbie. No. No voice change. Instead, where's the button for it? God damn. Yeah, I have voice mod as well. Dashboard. Stream manager. Here we go. Raid channel. All right, I'm gonna. Where is it? Do I have any? How many channels do I support in real life? There's him. I'm gonna throw you guys just for the love, because I want to spread the love. You guys might actually have to hang around if you don't want to. I'm gonna raid another D&D stream that's going on. These guys tend to go for fucking ever. I've seen them go like 9-10 hours once. I don't know how they manage it. Yeah. I remember doing that once in middle school. But yeah, I'm going to throw you guys further at these guys just because they're wonderful, they're nice, and they've several of their members have supported me on previous occasions. And because it's just nice to pass on the love. So yeah. Kicking off the raid. You guys have fun over there. And to my players, good night. And to my viewers, well, thank you for being here. Oi, who bonked me?